Hey, Hom. And hello to you too, Slash. Nice to see you. Long time no see. How are you doing? Saw you, I was just chatting with you in chat channel. Nice to have you on board with us today. And hello to Dom3Watcher as well. Yes, indeed, we are live. We are dancing, and we are grooving into the music. That's what I'm doing anyway. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. I'm actually trying to rush to get these runs done as quickly as I can. Last run was, I was still setting stuff up, so that's been an exception, but from here on out, I'm going to be going hard. Like, 32 runs. I'm aiming to try and get this done, hopefully by 8, because at 8, probably I'm going to have to hop off, so, yeah, I got to make sure that I try to do all the runs by 8, which should be a very reasonable goal. Then afterwards, I will do a little bit of analysis on what my finds were, and just my overall opinion of Mausoleum. And then I'm going to follow that up later on this evening when I have a bit of time just before I go to bed. I will probably make a post outlining my results for Mausoleum. So that's kind of exciting. 1,000 Mausoleum runs to kick off, well, I want to say kick off the season, but yeah, essentially to kick off the new season, because that will be starting tomorrow. So how are you guys doing? Hope you're having a great day, Hom and Slash. I see Slash here in the middle of sifting through your mules, getting rid of them. 32 runs at 5 minutes per run doesn't equate finishing in 2.5 hours, which is why I gotta make sure that I'm not doing them at 5 minutes a run. I gotta make sure that I'm doing them at 4 minutes or less a run. So I gotta really speed through things here. I might have to cut a few corners here and there. Don't tell anybody, but I may have to not backtrack and check whether or not I've already killed everything on one side. Yeah, which is honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think anyone will really, shed a tear. No more no, I'm still hitting coffins. I'm still full clearing, including coffins, but I'm not gonna backtrack. Like this run right here. This is one where normally I would like backtrack and go check out down here to double check that I've done it all, but I'm gonna go on a limb and be like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already gone down there. I think I went down there. I actually don't remember. This is one of those weirdly shaped ones. This is an awfully quick run, if I don't double check actually, which is good technically, but I actually don't remember if I went down there or not. Anyway, can't even say I'm pretty sure I went down there. Anyway, how you doing, Hom? You got any new updates on matches that were played? I did. All right. Well, that is all the words that I need. Next game. That's a new record for me. 3 minutes 15 seconds on a run. That was surprisingly fast. I guess that's really nicely laid out Mausoleum. I think probably the best Mausoleums are the ones where I can just go in a zigzag, That'd probably be it. Those are the ones which I can complete the fastest. See, that one was a 3-minute run. Anyway, but yeah, you guys already have the timeline for this evening. There's really not much to say. Really, it's just going to boil down to tomorrow. And because it has been written in stone that I will be not doing my 2-man with Dewsgrim, tomorrow I am going to, tonight, actually, before I go to bed, I'll also probably do a little bit more practicing for my 4-boxing. I did my 4-box practice already, late last night. Like, I stayed up really late, just trying to make sure that I got my shit in order. But I guess the takeaway... Ooh, small charm. Alright, let's ID this when my merc is doing his thing. Whoa, what was that? Alright, at this rate, I'll never be able to finish these runs. Finding cool shit like this. 15... Oh, I didn't actually update or reel off my items either. That's going to slow me down. 9 strength. Jewel. Run number is 969. Was that off of a coffin? I don't think so. I picked it up earlier. Anyway. I don't even remember when I got that jewel from. Maybe even from last run. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. 968. I'm not really gonna fret over the run count too much. Anyway, like I was saying, so last night I actually took some time to go and practice my 4-boxing, and honestly, I'd say that I've got it. I mean, for having only 3 days, well, 48 hours to really prep something together, I think I'm actually in a pretty good spot. I'm actually going to move to try and execute this strategy of mine is going to be interesting, I think. I'm not going to be 100% confident. Not even really going to be like 80% confident, but I'd say that I'm about as ready as I can really hope to be for having 48 hours of practice. Like, we're gonna just have to improvise from here and just see how things go. That's really just the bottom line. And yeah. But yeah, so tomorrow's gonna be exciting though. You know when to expect me. I'll be here around 4. Same to you, Slash. I'll be here around 4. Well, 4 Pacific or 7 Eastern time. Basically around the time when the ladder will reset. I'll probably be here like maybe a half hour or 15 minutes early. Like, I could probably start it as I could honestly like. I could even start it earlier if I really want, but I don't really know if there's really much good out of, like, freaking starting the stream, you know, right 15 minutes before the actual reset. Like, it's, you know, when the reset happens, it happens, and I don't really think I need to try and start it. I could just do, like, I could just chat with people for 30 minutes, but yeah, I could do that. I could actually try that, just because, it's, like, especially because, like, I'm not waiting with my team in Discord chat this time around. I don't think I get a chance to do this for a while. And more than that, too, it might stir up some, like, you know, it might actually get people on board with watching the Slash reset, or checking out the Slash reset, too. That might be kind of cool. If I get my stream started ahead of time. We get more people to go check it out and interact with them before the reset actually begins. That's pretty good. But anyway, so yeah, 4 p.m. my time. Yes, sir, 4 p.m. my time. So, an hour and a half, like, basically 22 and a half hours from now. There you go. Plans got canceled tonight, let's go! Yeah, Marahome, let's do this! 30 more runs, let's go! Yeah, no, seriously though. I'm rushing to try and get these done, like, ASAP. I'm really trying to, like, cut some corners here. Normally I kind of backtrack and double check to make sure that I've cleared all of Moz, like, even just quickly, but, I think these last few runs I'm gonna have to just speed through them. Like, I don't think anyone will shed a tear if I miss out on, like a monster or two, or like a chest or two. Anyway, how are you doing, Marahome? Hope you're having a great day. You said your plans got cancelled. I hope that they weren't anything too crazy or exciting. I know you said you had D&D with people on Tuesday, so I am gonna go on a limb and guess that that actually went through, so that's pretty good. But after that, I don't know. I got a Enigma Archon play. You want it for the rest of these? Oh, I really appreciate it. But I think I will turn you down on that for 2 reasons. The first being that if I did take it from you, I would have to readjust my MF so that I accommodate that item. Because Enigma gives me, like, some MF, right? And the other reason is that I already did, like, almost 1,000 runs with this setup. I'm quite happy with where it's at, and I don't really want to... I mean, I started with it, I might as well finish with it, I feel. Besides, like, I don't know how kindly my muscle memory will try to adjust to having actually having access to teleport. And what the hell is going on here? Come on, let me just pick up the damn small charm already. I'm actually trying to go through these. Oh, no wonder I can't pick it up. My inventory is full. Okay, that's on me. Good going, D2D2. But yeah, I really appreciate the offer there, Marahome. Thank you, thank you. Fair point, no big plans. Yeah. I mean, most smart people would have already asked for, like, Enigma a long time ago to finish. Well, I mean, again, like, yeah, there were a couple of reasons why I didn't want to use Enigma in the first place. Or borrow somebody's Enigma. But anyway, at this point it doesn't really matter, I'm close to the end, so I might as well just finish what I started, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Let's go this way first. No big plans tonight, just a movie night with friends, but the host needed to work late. Oh, no. Well, I mean, if it's any consolation, I'm not a movie night, but you can at least watch me do the rest of these silly little runs here. And proceed to find nothing. I got 30 runs to go. I don't see a Barun in sight, unfortunately, contrary to what, you know, usual tradition on my streams is the last few nights before the ladder, the last few streams before the ladder, usually I find like a Barun or something, apparently. You know, last season I found Barun from WSK. The season before I was playing my melee barb and I found Jaw. I sold it and then I got a burr. Sorry, like sold it to Charcy and then got a burr after that, so that was good. But now, here we are. We'll see where to go from here. It's because you're not summoning those ravens. You know what, Marahum? You have convinced me, my good sir. You're right. I have not invoked the power of the Raven Lord. But now here we are. And I will invoke the power of the Raven Lord and see what happens from here. The other thing I haven't really finished working out either is, after I get Day 2 Infinity, then what? I think that's the big question on everyone's minds. Am I going to... Okay, like... Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making a Maul. I think that's something which I don't really need to... I don't really need to deviate much from my plans to make a Maul. It's only really a question of if I want to try to push for 95 early, or if I want to try to go for like farming, continue like doing a lot of farming to get my character up and running, etc., etc. So I don't know. Still have a lot of things to think about for sure. But yeah, Marahum, how are you doing? Hope you're having a solid day. You talk about the Maul. I don't actually believe you'll give a... No, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. I'm not going to give burrs for Mauls, okay? That's definitely not it. I only sell the items that I don't need for Mauls, okay? So, like, that other people... Things that are normally kind of valuable, but which I don't really need, that other people need. So, like, just to give you an example, okay? It'll make more sense to you next season, but like, suppose I kill Questbug, I don't know, Questbug Diablo a bunch, and he drops me, like, it's a good example of an item. Let's say, no, not Shaco, help me out here. Blade of Alibaba, there you go. A Goodwill. No. Let's say Blade of Alibaba. That's a good example. That's something which I could very easily sell for Mauls. Somebody will take it early for Mauls, I'm sure. I'm gonna be fucking Maul collector, or like set items or set pieces, right? Like, I don't know. It sounds kind of lame when I put it like that, but there are certainly like Oh, I got a good one for you. Silkweaves, Titan's Revenge, right? Thunderstrokes. Trying to think of some other good. Nightwing, or not Nightwing's Veil. Actually, yeah, Nightwing's Veil, if it's any lower than 12% cold damage, I would gladly fucking turn it in for Mauls. Let's see, what was the other ones? Valkyrie Wing? Yeah, I would gladly sell all of these in my Maul, okay? Burrune, on the other hand, this is why I'm saying it doesn't really interfere with my goals, because at the end of the day, if I get a burr, I can, you know, I mean, this is assuming post-Infinity, right? Like, I've already got my Infinity, I no longer need a burr for an Infinity. I could try to use it for some other really cool build, or I could sell it for actual other runes that I could pay off, or, you know, use to, like, buy items which I don't have. This kind of works in my interest, too, because I fucking, like... If I'm ridiculously rich, which again, like, this is a tall assumption. We're already assuming that I'm going to be ridiculously rich. I might not be, I don't know. But let's suppose that I am ridiculously rich, right? If I'm ridiculously rich, I just don't really feel like it's worthwhile trying to pinch pennies off of people. Like, it really isn't. It's just not worth it. Like, so I'd rather just straight up be like, okay, guys, here's my Mauls, or here's my offer. You offer me as many Mauls as you can for this fucking, I don't know, for this, let's say Tal Armor. Yeah, Tal Armor would be pretty fun to try and auction off for Mauls. Like tier 654 probably. I don't know what tier 654 is, but yeah, kind of like depending on where the items stand are just not, like, I probably will just straight up be like, okay guys, I don't need these specific items, I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, this one I'm gonna check because I'm going through these runs pretty quickly and I actually don't know if I'm being like super thorough. I think I am actually, like, I'm still managing to kill everything. Oh yeah, I missed a grave. I would have missed that grave if I didn't go back and check, but you know, it's, yeah, not really gonna bat an eyelash over that. Or the default item. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, that makes sense. That's why I wouldn't know about it, because I don't have my shit divvied up into tiers. It's just, you know, they're just flagged with either red box or purple box next to their name. Or orange, right? Oh, well, yeah, it's a very simple map pack. But anyway, but yeah, like, most of the items that aren't, yeah, any item that's not, like if it's, like, up to Mal, if it's an item that's worth Pul, or Mal, then probably I'll just trade it off for Mols. Like, that's the thing on 3Watcher. That's what I used to do in the past. The season where I played my Poison Necro, this was well before you discovered this channel, actually. The season where I played my Poison Necro, the second time, I had a shop where I was charging people 500k gold for every item in it, okay? And there were some pretty interesting items in there. Things like 20 life small charms, like 3 all-res small charms, like, I'm trying to think of, like, 40 life or 40 gold find GCs, those kinds of things. People were actually and like Whiz Spike, there's another one. You know, uniques like Whiz Spike, random set items here and there, like, it was like a freaking bargain bin, dude. People were like, 500k for each of these items? Yo, they were like hitting me up. They were like, hey, D2, I got like 1.5 million for Mosers with a Whiz Spike and like freaking 20 life small charm or some shit like that. And I'd be like, alright. And I needed that gold because it was funding my Naja staff. Oh, hey, look, Mole. Alright, that puts me up to 49. I just need to find one more, and then I'll have crossed the 50 mark. Anyway, yeah, but you get the idea. It was a pretty solid plan. I'm just basically taking what I did that season, and instead of using gold, or using P-Gems, which is what I rotated it to later once I made it to Enigma and no longer needed gold, this time around, I'm actually charging people malls for it, so that's pretty good. But you can use 500k gold. What are you going to do with all the malls? I'm going to fucking stuff it on a mule, fucking collect my malls, man. I'm going to be the mall collector. It's a mall. You gotta fucking use the malls and make them look pretty. I'm gonna have my own personal collection. I'm gonna be a mall collector. I'm not even trolling you right now. It's just, they're just gonna be malls. It's gonna be my personal collection. It's kind of like how Coaster likes to collect champs every season. He'll drop them off at the warehouse next door, mules for miles. I think mules for malls, but yeah, I like that. Mules for malls, I like that. It sounds like a good cause, but in reality, it's not really much of a cause at all, but anyway. Yeah, it is a good question. It is a good question. You know, a sane person might actually think to themselves, well, you know, if I'm buying these malls, like, I actually want to have a use for them. But in my case, I'm just making a fucking gallery, right? Like, you know all these people who fucking, like, go and collect, like, seashells and rocks and shit like that look really pretty, and like leaves and shit, and coins. Yeah, I'm no leaf collector, I'm no coin collector, but I do like looking at my malls, dude. Donate a mall to every new player, good cause. That's true, that is true. Hey, Aylin, nice to have you on board with us. Yeah, dude, gotta make that mall. Gotta make it a thing. It might turn out to be a gigantic flop, I don't know. Or it could be a huge hit. Just need the wealth for it. So here's a question. Clearly not every mall is created equal. Aha! So you have, my good sir, asked the real question here. That's a good point. I am accepting any mall, but any IK mall is worth 3 malls, dude. I think that's gonna be my system. Like, yeah, an IK mall is worth 3 malls worth of items. That's what I can tell you right now, okay? So that's the system I have in mind. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, I already found that mall. Alright, okay. I'm done listening to this elevator music. Come on, let's see. I feel like listening to this one. Here we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Bone Snap Maul. Oh, Aelin. Okay, you know what? You know what? You guys have convinced me. If it's a unique Maul, then I gotta make it worth 2 Mauls worth of items. If it's an IK Maul, it's worth 3 Mauls worth of items, okay? That's how I look at it. For me, IK Maul is the pinnacle of Mauls. You cannot get any higher than an IK Maul. An IK Maul is the ultimate Maul. It's literally called the Immortal King's Maul, right? It's the King Maul. Yeah, that by itself should be worth 3 Mauls minimum. Has anyone ever upped a Bone Snap to Elite? I haven't, but I know that there have been people who used to, I think in Classic, I believe? Or am I mistaken? Could be mistaken. Hell yeah. Yo, dude, this is... I'm freaking on board with this, because, honestly, I expect that I'm just gonna have a bunch of items lying around that I simply am not gonna use, and I don't want to fucking charge people, like, runes for it. I have this, I don't know, what's an item? Aki, there you go, that's a really good one. I have an Aki here. How much, like, what do you got? I got Aki. It's like, alright, what do you want for it? It's like, I don't know, what do you got? I don't know, I got a Paul and a Gull. It's like, alright, I'll take the Gull. No, I think it's worth Paul. I don't want it. Basically, that's how most exchanges go, right, when it comes to this stupid trading garbage. Might as well just undersell for shits and giggles. Hey, if it's good or just memes, Bone Snap? I have no clue, dude. Sorry. I actually have no idea if up to Bone Snap would be any good. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it's got CB, but I don't remember the other stats on Bone Snap. It's got a lot of ED, maybe. Oh, yeah. Like, probably not compared to, EBOTD, I would imagine, but maybe it's good as like a temp. I don't know. I think if you're upping a Bone Snap, you might as well just up a Rib Cracker. Yeah, I mean, again, that's beyond me. It's beyond my line of expertise. You didn't really call it that anyway. 50% CB, it's strong. Oh yeah, Rib Cracker is freaking amazing. That's a fan favorite. It's nice and cheap, and that's another thing that I'm going to be selling for 1 mul. Bone Snap has 40%, Rib Cracker has 50%. Okay, interesting. Rib Cracker also has 50 IAS, 50 FHR. Okay. Snap remains the childhood favorite. I think it has to be Bone Snap. Oh yeah? I mean, if you want the aesthetic, then yeah, go Bone Snap. It probably looks cooler too when your character wields it, no? One here. Just gonna keep running up here. Yeah, it's gonna probably be about a 4-minute run, I'm expecting. Not gonna double back and check again. That's I think pretty solid progress. I realize that a lot of my runs take a lot longer than they should, probably because I always go back and backtrack and double check to make sure that I've hit everything. To maybe hit 1 or 2 graves, but it's okay. Maybe socket it with shale runes and call it a day. Socket what with shale runes? See, here's the thing. Does Bone Snap have 2 sockets? No, right? Because I know Rib Cracker, you can only get 1 socket on it. That's true. It does look the same on a werewolf, though. Yeah, I don't know. Rib Cracker is such an interesting item. You get it so early. It's so strong for melee characters. Well, for werewolf, I guess. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. New question. How do you feel about Thunder Maul's, Great Maul's, Martel Teferis? Okay, so again, that's another really good question. I am look, there's some amount of like equality we have to promote, okay, on both this channel and as part of this mall venture that I'm going to be making. And in this mall venture, malls, or sorry, Thunder Malls, Great Malls, Martel de Fers, they are all equal, except for Martel de Fers, okay? Those I don't like because they don't have the word mall in their name. So that unfortunately will not count as a mall. That's a Martel de Fer. It has to have mall in its name. But otherwise, the Thunder Mall, Great Mall, and regular plain ass like normal mall, all the same to me, man. Will there be a Spencer's Gifts at the mall? I don't know what Spencer's Gifts is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. This is gonna be pretty good. Yeah, dude. Excellent indeed. Ah, yeah. Okay, I'll go down. Oh man, it's gonna probably be a little bit longer than usual. Oh, that is a lot of monsters. All right. Store that was basically in every mall in the 90s / early 2000s? Really? Doing business as Spencer's is a North American route with over 600 stores in the United States and Canada. Their store specializes in novelty and gadgets and also sell clothing, band merchandise, sex toys, room decor, collectible figures, fashion and body jewelry, fantasy and horror items. So basically a jack-of-all-trades store, right? I don't know if there's gonna be I don't think so. I don't think there's gonna be a Spencer's though. Like I don't. This is my first time hearing about it. I just know of one store that's gonna be in the mall. That's gonna be the oh yeah, it's just gonna be the mall. I don't know. Although I guess technically speaking, I could talk to Alamau and see if he wants to like get on board that torch train, and you know we both try to sell these for malls, his items for malls, and my items for malls and his torches for malls. That sounds like a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, I'm not really too concerned about that. All right, let me just sweep one last time, and then I think I am pretty much set. Does a mall count as a gag gift or more like a collectible? I don't know. I like it as a collectible, you know, like I don't walk around collecting these malls saying to myself, yeah, dude, this is a gag. Like, no, it's the real shit. Like, you can't just discredit it, right? He's just hung out there by the lava lamps, listen to emo music. Is that really how it worked? Because this is the thing. I've never. I don't recall there being any Spencer's, at least not in my area. Like, apparently they're super popular probably in America, but not, I don't know about Canada. Okay, let's get some other music on board here. Gotta switch things up a little bit. There you go, that's what I'm talking about. Imagine giving someone a mall and they're just like, what the heck is this? What am I supposed to do with it? Oh yeah? Giving somebody a mall. That's true. That is true. You don't usually go out of your way to talk to people and be like, yo dude, I'm going to like collect malls. Like people collect rocks and other shit like that because they're relatively small, right? Like, don't really, you know, rocks, seashells, you know, coins are all very tiny. Like, even cards. Like, I know people who collect freaking, like, who collect, books from Harry Potter. Like, that kind of shit, right? Like, fair enough, but yeah, no one sits down at their home and says, like, even guns. Like, people have gun collections. But no one fucking sits down and says, hey, I feel like collecting a mall. Hey, but I mean, I guess maybe that's kind of the appeal, right? I'm doing something that no man has ever ventured into this territory, because it's a very dangerous terrain, right? Like, you might lose yourself in the process of discovering all these malls. Yeah, you might actually find that you know, peek into this abyss and it just like sucks you in, and you're just screwed after that. So, hey, there you go. There's the last mall. Last mall on run number, well, maybe not last mall, but yeah, there you go. Ogre Mall. What a mall. That puts me up to 50. 50 malls, guys. We did it. At this point, even if I don't find a burr, I'm happy. Fun times in 1999, yeah. 1999. Once upon a time. People making items from Modern, people paid thousands for them. Imagine if something similar happened for D2, people would have paid. Well, I wonder about that. I'm sure people would have paid. Probably not as much, I would imagine, right? Like, WoW is, you know, as far as I can tell, WoW is honestly a much more popular game than Diablo 2. Or just Diablo series, I would say, even. But like, but yeah, I would imagine people would pay for it. Imagine having like a, I don't know, a mannequin of like, no, not a mannequin, I forget what they're called, like a statue of like Tyrael fighting Diablo or something. Yeah, that would sell. Somebody would want that as a collector's item. Maybe not now, but imagine D2 in its prime. Ooh, yeah. Well, even now, I'm sure some people would still want to. Although, that's part of the issue, right? Like, there's just not many collectibles for Diablo 2, so it's hard to really make, like, a Diablo 2 collection if there's really nothing to collect. I just realized that's such an easy way to, like, con people into just... Yeah, just con people into, like, paying up money. Just gotta give something value or make people think it has value. Boom, you're good to go. It's like, it's kind of like Pokemon cards or like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, you know, you just tell people, hey, yeah, you know, this item is, or this one card is like super OP, so it's like super and very rare, so it's like super valuable, right? It's kind of how it is in Yu-Gi-Oh. And also other card games too, like Magic the Gathering. So it's like, let's see. Who wouldn't buy a 4-foot life-size Bone Snap Mall? I could think of at least one person who wouldn't. Anyway, alright, that's the end of this run. 975. Alright. So far, we've gone through 10 runs. Almost 10 runs. This will be the 10th run. I'm just looking where we're going to be at from here. Yeah, looking about finishing this around a little past 8, I think. Now, that is maybe a generous estimate. Yeah. And we'll just see how things go. That's what I'm gonna say about it. So I know you mentioned IK being the pinnacle, okay? But I think some items should be reserved for the Mad Lads to start putting up EVOTD BCTA Fort malls for sale. I think that's a little bit much. It's a good idea, but like, honestly, if somebody offers up that, I could treat it as like 10 malls, I guess. But at the same time, right? Like, think about this. Like, in my mall, I'm just not really going to be selling anything that's worth a fucking EVOTD or a fucking Beast or a CTA mall, right? It just ain't gonna happen. Especially if I say it's worth one mall, which I'm not, I wouldn't, but like... Oh, is that Messerschmitt's Reaver? Oh yeah, Messerschmitt's Reaver. Yeah, I don't know if I really think that's really worth charting down. Want me to buy you this for Christmas? Or look at all the options. Okay, you know what? Let me take a look at that after this. Man. I'll take a look at that after I'm done this run. I'll good. Okay, seriously, who's on the other side still? Just one hungry dead. Come on. Never seen that axe in my life? Oh, I have. I've seen it a couple times. I know of it as well because it used to be an item in Dota, like Dota 1 back when it was Schmidt's Reaver, and then I realized that it was a reference to the Diablo 2 item. That's where it came from, but it's kind of like Bariza do Kianan. See, they've come to realize how lucrative collectibles are. Hi, D2. Hey, Luciano, how's it going? What's going on, man? Alright. How you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you for asking. I'm really excited because tomorrow is the day, is the big day of the ladder reset, and I've been looking forward to this reset for a while. I mean, I had to switch up my plans at the last second, but I've been looking forward to my plans for tomorrow's reset as well for a long time. But yeah, this evening I am just finishing the remaining runs of my 1,000 run venture of Mausoleum, and we're a really good spot right now. I'm actually really close to finishing. I just need to do another 25 runs or so, and we'll be done. That'll be it. The end. Finished. Finn, you know, like, adios, ciao. I can't really... sayonara. I don't know, friggin' just trying to list out all the ways of saying goodbye here, but yeah, basically I'm gonna be... Once I finish my next 25 runs, I can, you know, put the final nail in the coffin and just say, yeah, I mean, it was a good run, but I'm done. And yeah. How you doing? I just ordered my high school, or your HS diploma, I'm assuming high school diploma. Really? And why? How did that come about? Or why? Okay, this run's done. I'm just gonna refill, and then I'm gonna... Also just realized I might be able to complete the remaining runs in time before 8 o'clock, because I have only 24 more runs to go, and I'm doing about 12 runs an hour, so... yeah, I'm actually pretty close, a little faster than that even, but yeah, assuming that I maintain hyper-focus, I'm good, but it's probably not going to happen because I'm also partially interacting with you guys, but still. Alright, oh wow, yo! Oh man, I wonder how many people actually have bought this. Yo, freaking 500 bucks for this? Shit, I wish you could see how many people have bought it. I mean, it looks freaking awesome, looks lit, but gosh damn, 500 bucks, dude, I'm telling you. Like, look at all the options. Hell yeah. Malthael, Diablo Lord of Terror, 10-inch bust. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, work smart, not hard. Just make bank off of this. Okay, so someone on Llama's Discord got it pretty sick. Okay, so yeah, no, so there are people who buy it. I mean, I don't blame them. I'm not judging. I mean, I think it's fucking awesome. It's just about 500 bucks for that. Imagine just like making a living off of just selling collectibles like that. Like, that's crazy. Pretty sick. Yeah. Do a Christian section of the pen at first. I went to a Christian section of the... Oh, they burned the Bible you arrived with? Now, how does that work? So, like... But they're Christian, aren't they? So why would they burn a Bible? Because it was... Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I hope they didn't injure you in the process. Like, what did they do? They just yanked it out of your hands? Like, no, I'll burn it with fire! I don't know, man. For me... What the f... Okay, whatever. I don't know how that happened, but sure. Okay, so undefiled grave. Yep, right. Okay. I think I have to go up this way, clear all this out first, and then I can progress forward. so it's going to be a bit of a messy one, not straightforward at all. It was a gift from my family. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. I'm guessing that probably then you would have cared a lot about that somebody did that. Yeah, not sure what to say. I don't really have much experience in, well, I mean, I wouldn't really... Also took yearbooks. Took away yearbooks. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, that's kind of messed up. Again, I happen to be one of the lucky ones that don't know too well what goes on in prison, I guess. Give them back to me when I took off, but they had burnt your you know, main Bible. I don't know. Not sure what to say to that. The most I can say is, well, I hope you're safe. I hope the rest of your possessions are fine, that they haven't been destroyed. And the most I can do right now is, well, I can't really do anything for you. I'm just here to do my streams and do some Moz runs, so, yeah. Got a bunch of prison stories. I see. Yep. 23 runs. Alright, there you go. That is the end of that, I think. They are happy, strange, scary, and meaningless at the same time. Wait, you mean your prison stories? Okay. Just like my life. Okay, there. This is, this might be a little too deep for Twitch. I mean, I'm here just to do some runs, man. Questioning the meaninglessness of life is something I do every other time where I'm not streaming. Yeah, for now. Yeah, the most I can really do is, well, the most I want to do is just talk about what I'm going to be doing this season and next season. And at the end of the day, everything is pointless, but hey, you know what? I gotta enjoy myself while it lasts. Let's see. After this, I've got... why don't you kill the champions you run by? You never know what you might find. Oh, because my goal here is full clear Mausoleum. And some random champions are not. Some random champions that are hanging out in Cold Plains are not a part of Mausoleum. I want my focus to be entirely on just the monsters in Moz. You know, like... Especially because, like, I can say that I full cleared Moz, right? Like, or, you know, maybe like 99% of Moz. Like, probably every now and then I, like, miss a pack or two that I'll just never know about, and fine. But if we look at, like... If we look at, like, Cold Plains, right? So, if I tack that on, then, like, some runs I'll be killing champ packs along the way to Mausoleum, and there's not really much consistency on that, right? Like, how many champ packs am I killing each run? I mean, it's not going to consistently be 2 or 3, I don't know. It's just for me, if I'm going to say I did 1,000 Mausoleum runs, I like it to be 1,000 Mausoleum runs, okay? No deviation, no, like, you know, okay, on some runs I decided to go and kill Bloodraven. Some runs I decided to go pop open some chests on the way to Mausoleum. Like, I did pop open some chests, yeah, but not very often. I didn't get anything out of it anyway, so, like, I'm not really even worried about that. But if people go to that thread that I make, or the post that I make on Reddit, and I say, like, okay, well, these were the results of my 1,000 runs, I want them to know that it was legit. like, it was straight up those 1,000 runs that I did for Mausoleum and not other factors, I guess. So your interest is primarily in Moz and not so much farming. Yes, yes, absolutely. If my interest were in farming items, I wouldn't be here. My interest is in Mausoleum specifically. That was one of my goals for the season, right? Like to play different builds, but I don't really care so much about farming wealth. Like if I want to farm wealth, well, just watch me next season. Like you'll see me farm wealth, or just watch the season I played my Poison Necro, or watch the season where I played like last season when I played the Sork, where I just spammed LK nonstop, right? Those are seasons where it actually mattered to me which items I got, but here, while I'm farming Mausoleum, I only really care about what I get from Mausoleum. That's the interesting thing for me. I'm here to collect the data, not items. Yeah. That is my goal here. Yeah, I knew it. You are as fuck. Okay. Prison is like an evil version of the army. There are a poop ton of rules that keep you alive. Okay, interesting. So fun fact, exactly 4 months ago today, you found a Burr rune. Oh yeah, has it really been exactly 4 months? That's crazy. Yeah, huh. Well, go figure. And that was probably the last Burr rune I found. Yeah, up until now. I haven't found a Burr rune since, so that's basically it. Yeah, it really is consistently about 4 minutes here. It was on a Thursday. Yep, before reset. So yeah, okay, got you. I mean, so here's the thing though. Exactly 4 months is what, 120 days, and the thing is, like, some resets are 128 days after their previous one, or some are like 116. You know, it's like it's 4 months isn't always exactly 4 months, but yeah, I got you. Does D2 like Bloodborne? I have never played or tried Bloodborne. Exactly 4 months is 4 months, not 120 days. I guess so. But yeah, it's awesome. Let's see, what other... Let me have this D2D2. I've been waiting 4 months to say it. Okay, I will give it to you. I'm not gonna freaking nitpick or try to argue this one with you, okay? 4 months since the last one. Praying you wouldn't find another Burr in the meantime. Oh, this guy. You really have been keeping track. Yeah, dude, I was hoping for a Burr these last 21 runs. That'd be a nice way to round it out, you know what I'm saying? Like, one Burr every season. This is another season where I just simply didn't find a Burr. Kind of a shame, but oh well. I mean, that's kind of what happens when all you farm is freaking Mausoleum. It's kind of interesting too, because I did find a Chat, which is rarer than a Burr. But alas, it's not a Burr. So, I guess it's not really worth the damn. Small charm. 5 FHR. I remember run number 1, we were so excited talking about how by run 500 we'll have Enigma, we'll need to redo MF. Did I really have such a delusion? Did I really have such a delusion? I cannot, no way. No, I know there were some people who were talking about that being the play here, but 1,000 runs later, no changes in gear. Yeah, no, you're right, for sure. I mean, this is why I don't play for wealth, right? Like, sometimes RNG can dick you over. In this case, it's not really RNG dicking me over. I'm choosing a legitimately bad place to farm, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Armament to 4 prisoners? Armine to 4 prisoners? Okay. They're about 10 prisoners per cell on average, I see. Yeah, but I'm telling you, man, this is just not an area where I was expecting it to be particularly great. Like, I thought it might be, you know, there might be like a pleasant surprise in the form of like an orange box or like maybe one or two, well, a couple of high runes, right? I got the high runes. Hey, there's Trangwing right there. But yeah, I certainly got the items, or the 2 runes, but I haven't found any orange boxes or any high-end uniques since I started this project. And not really many good finds either. A couple mid runes here and there, but again, it's really nothing to really write home about. Yeah, making the post is going to be very interesting, I'd say. Is that Trang? Ooh, yes, that is indeed the Trangwing. Well, folks, says Luciano. Yeah, what's up? Oh, there's still stuff here. Wow, this is going to be the longest run that I've done in a while. I mean, 1,000 runs, and I don't think you got enough to trade for a single low rune. Everything you have collectively is maybe worth 1 Vex. No. It's worth a little more than 1 Vex, okay? I would guesstimate 3 ohms. Honestly, if I really stretched it, like some of my items, like the 5/5 poison die facet that's green, that alone should be worth like, 1.5, okay? With the Vex in the channel that takes 2.5, and then I got a bunch of other items here and there. So it's not like I can straight up say that I am worth like that little. Okay, like, you gotta give me that much. I mean, without the just items. Okay. If we're talking just the items, then yeah, then yeah, I still stand by what I said. 1.5 for the poison die facet, okay? And then after that, I also found Tal armor, and I also found like a 15 IAS 28 fire res jewel. Those would certainly net me over a Vex, okay? But yeah, like, not by much, right? Like, the fact of the matter is simply just that these 1,000 runs of Mausoleum have simply not been that lucrative. I'm not really upset in the slightest, though, to be honest. These runs have just... Oh, I found another mall. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to up the counter. And actually, what am I doing? I don't know, I'm not holding on. You know what, I'm not gonna hold on to the malls anymore. I'm just gonna focus on finishing these runs. Like, I have enough malls as it is. Anyway. What was I saying? So, yeah, I don't know, man. Do you save your mules from one night to the next? Yeah. I'm very... I don't really like throwing things out. That's kind of the way I am. You just keep the good stuff on me and trash the rest? Nope, I keep my mules. I have a shit ton of mule accounts that are filled up on non-ladder and that I just never look at, but I'm not the type of person to like junking anything, so yeah, prioritizing what to keep is just not my forte, so I just don't bother. I just fucking try to hold on to everything, like fuck it. Just make a new mule character for new season. Does slash delete inactive like BNet? Nope, you get to keep your characters forever, unless, you know, maybe you've been inactive for like 5 years and you're holding on to the name like Death or something, which is like highly coveted and, you know, somebody really wants it. Then maybe they might try to like, they might try to contact you first, see if you still want it, or if you're just like, you know, if you've kicked the bucket. If you kick the bucket, then maybe they'll delete your account, but I think I'm safe. I don't think anyone's going to be trying to take the name D2D2 anytime soon. Did D2 vote for a niche candidate? I would. I'm a Canadian, not an American, so I didn't take part in your. I didn't take part in the election hosted by the United States that just took place. It's not my. It's not my thing. I'm just like a bystander, a watcher. Okay. I know what we need to do. Come up with names for Sork, Sin, Pally, and Barb. Oh. That is a clever idea. Yeah, you know, to be honest, I was just gonna name my Bobarb like Bobo or something. But if you got like a cool name, maybe I'll actually run it. I don't know. Got some cool ideas for names on these characters. Maybe I'll roll with it. Maybe. Not gonna promise anything, but so we don't get D2 Bear again. Yeah, Bear. Well, I mean, nothing will get worse than that. Like, honestly, my Sork name, I honestly have one. It's not the best, but certainly not going to be the worst. Yeah, one that I'll probably be happy with. And then the other characters... those I haven't really thought hard of. I think I have one for the assassin, actually. How about Electra? I kind of like Electra. Well, how does that one sound? I'll do after D2D2-Electra. Or probably I can't name it that long, so it'll probably just have to be D2-Electra. I'm on board with Electra. I think I kind of like that for assassin. I think that's what I'm gonna name her. But everything else, Bobarb. Not bad? Okay, good. So I have one supporter. Yeah. Not a bad name if I do say so myself. It's far better than fucking D2D2 Bear. I'm telling you, it's forever gonna be a regret that I don't get to name my guy D2D2 or D2-Santa Claus. Okay, like that's a fucking epic ass name. Kinda attempted to remake my character just for that. I love Canada, so woke. D2 Crag Hack for Barb. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man. Honestly, if I were to name my Barb something, I could name it like D2 Tyraxor or something like that. But like, well, I'd rather not go and do Hom 3 references. Just, you know, like D2 is essentially part of my escape from that right now. Okay, like I'm good, dude. Let's try to come up with something a little bit less. Sore throat, since he will yell too much. Not a bad idea. But, you know, of all the characters I have had over the years, the one who deserves a sore throat the most would be my Warcry Barbarian. The one that was my Singer Barb that was spamming Warcry for the entire season. And Hom 3 Watcher, again, he wasn't there for that season when I played my Singer Barb. But it was glorious. How did it go? And that was the entire season. You guys had to listen to that shit the entire fucking season. That guy did not have a sore throat. D2, I'm no Barbie. Is the SpongeBob music still going? Hell yeah, dude. I feel like it's befitting. Although I will still switch it to Eye of the Tiger when we make it the probably last 2 runs. And well, Eye of the Tiger and Final Countdown. And of course, in the meantime, probably I'll play some music, random music here and there. Yeah, so I like D2 Electra. I'm pretty sold on that one. But yeah, Pally and Barb, I don't know. The thing is, the funny thing is, I actually had a name for my character that I was gonna make for next season if I were gonna 2-man with Boozcrim. Like, I already knew what I was gonna name my character. I can't reveal it to you guys because that's gonna be a name that I'm gonna use in a future season, and you know, I don't want to give away potentially what the character could be. Like, obviously, if I name it like, I don't know, D2-Frank or something, it's probably gonna be a male character, right? But is that IK armor? These drops ain't half bad. Oh, dude, that is not IK armor, bro. That's that's Milabrega, dude. That's not IK armor. I wish that were IK armor. That was a freaking... No. IK armor is set sacred armor, dude. I wish that were a set sacred armor. That would be something to write home about. It would be a cool find. It wouldn't be worth anything. Especially not at this point in the season, but... Oh, I know. It would be sacred, right? Yeah, dude. I mean, you're dreaming. Like IK armor? No, bro. That's like finding a $100 bill on the floor. You know, it's just not gonna happen. Well, I mean, that's a lie. I did find I found Tal armor, so theoretically, I guess it would be very possible to find IK armor. But you know, I just find it funny. That's good. No, I definitely didn't leave IK armor there. If it were IK armor, I would have gladly picked it up for sure. Anyway, what YouTube channels does D2 enjoy? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I don't really watch many YouTube channels these days. Yeah, it's a really good question. I don't really watch other people, like on YouTube or Twitch, at least not regularly. Because here's the thing. the kind of person I am, I like to do things, you know? I don't like to really watch others. I like to do things, I like to try things out for myself, and I also don't, when it comes to gaming, I usually don't watch other people's gaming channels because I like to learn some of the things that they would teach on my own. It's way more fun that way. So, Diablo 2 is a bit of an exception because, like, a lot of the content that's produced for Diablo 2 is for stuff that I don't, like, it's probably stuff that I already know, but I'm just watching it for entertainment value, right? Like, again, I'm not trying to say I know it all, but, you know, it's kind of like if I were to watch, like, I don't know, DJ Waters' video or maybe like Xtimus's video, I probably wouldn't really gain any new knowledge out of that. The exception to this would be the speedrunners like Llama and them, but I actually frankly just don't have an interest in trying to like watch their speedrunning tutorials and whatnot, so I don't care much for it. But I can tell you, like, as far as Twitch channels are concerned, Luciano, I like watching Ryu and Indrik from, like, when they stream Diablo 2. Because Indrik is one of the best Diablo 2 speedrunners, in my opinion. Whereas Ryu is one of the best entertainers. Like, I don't know, I just really enjoy Ryu. Like, because I vibe very well with his personality, like... and, you know, he's just a really good and fast player, in my opinion. He's probably not the best speedrunner, but I remember when I first watched him, just how quickly he was doing everything. I was like, yeah, dude, this guy is on top of things. Like, this guy's got the speed, and he's got the ability to interact with chat at the same time he is, you know, very fast, right? So, for me, I have a lot of respect for something like that when it comes to Twitch. Twitch is easy enough to try and answer. YouTube, again, is a bit more complicated. Like, generally, I don't watch people. Recently, there are some notable, like, noteworthy mentions, though. I can kind of share with you for channels I kind of enjoy watching, or have enjoyed watching recently. Rav, League of Legends content creator, is one of them. I myself don't really play much League of Legends, but his content is pretty fun. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's kind of cool. I don't know how else to put it. And then there was another guy, I can't remember his name, Exil, I think. He does videos on some of the things that have occurred in League of Legends past. I think that's really cool. Seems, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, he kind of like dissects like parts, like the game and how it was at different points in League's history. So yeah, for me, those are kind of interesting, actually. I also enjoy watching some Warzone videos from time to time. I guess those are probably the three, like, types of YouTube content that I've been watching recently. And then every now and then, yeah, that's mostly it. Let's see. Aelin was saying, well, it's really more like you're mugging someone and they drop $100. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess technically that could happen though. So let's say $10,000. Yeah, nah, I don't know. That implies that IK armor is worth something like $10,000. When in reality, I don't know about you guys, but if 10K dropped for me, I'd be like, oh, hot damn, that's amazing. But if IK armor dropped, I'd be like, wow, that's really cool. But you know, at the end of the day, it's just silly little IK armor. Okay, well, I think I'm just about done here. That's gonna be that. What's the dumbest thing you can use bots for? Random annoying stuff like killing other people's bosses? You mean like in Diablo 2? I don't know. The dumbest thing you can use bots for? I'm trying to think of a legitimately dumb use for a bot, because like I was the first gonna say questing, but I'm like, that's what a lot of people want bots to do, to like, get you through the game. And then of course it's like, okay, MFing, but then of course, again, obviously a lot of people love using bots for MFing in this game. And I was thinking PvPing, but it's like, probably PvPing. But even then, it would be kind of entertaining to see, like, two bots duke it out, or watching your bot, like, completely dumpster another human opponent, right? So I guess technically, I really can't come up with like a bad, like a time where I'm like, oh man, I think that a bot would be dumb to use here. Like intuitively for me, PvP is like, you know, PvP would be probably the thing that I look at and I'm like, yeah, this is probably what you wouldn't want to have a bot for. But again, like some people really like using or would want to see like a bot in action for whatever reason, right? Like, yeah, some people don't care about the player versus player aspect of it, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Think about it. You run around attacking zombies, minding their own business, and taking their belongings. I bet you've seen that video. The one where, like, they're celebrating Corpse Fire's birthday, and everyone just comes in and just slaughters him while he's having his 100th birthday. Yeah, random stuff like killing other people's bosses. Again, I don't know. I don't think that I've ever really seen a bot that does that. Like, a griefing bot. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to come up with a dumb use for a bot, because the whole point of them is to let other people be lazy for things they would normally want to do as a human, but are just too lazy to do, right? Like, so yeah, like, even like killing other people's bosses fits into the griefing category. But if a bot is doing that, then the bot's purpose is there. It's to grief other human players. So even that is, it's dumb in a sense, but it's also kind of what people kind of want to do. Anyway, D2 Electra for Assassin, D2 Hulk for Barb, D2 Doctor Strange for Pally, E2 Scarlet Witch for Sork. Okay, so probably nay on Scarlet Witch. I do have a name for her in mind already, although... D2 Groot for Druid. Are we really going Marvel themed on this one? Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this right now? I actually kind of like those, to be honest. I hate to say it, I really do. But yeah, those actually sound like pretty good names. Okay. You know what? You've convinced me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to name them after all of the ones that you just listed, except... Well, I mean, for Electra and Hulk, I actually like those. But it's good to have team chemistry. Yeah. Make the fucking Avengers at this point. But, like, at the same time, I don't know. I'm not sold on Doctor Strange. I am... Oh, you know what? I've got... Oh, man. I was thinking D2-Captain America, but that's too long. Yeah, dude. That would have been so good. D2-Captain America. Oh, and there's another mall there. I just noticed. Because, you know, my Pally is using his shield, right? So, legit, that would be it. D2 Cap America? No. No abbreviation. No abbreviation. Don't like that. We either go full name or not at all. We gotta come up with a different one on that one. Okay, I'm just about done this run. And then I'm gonna quickly go and up the counter, because apparently I still am finding malls. Okay, more on the names in a second. Let's see what you're saying here, Nolan. You're quick with the Tome of ID click. Why not shift click on the item? Because that's a really good question. It's because this version of my map pack doesn't have the that feature. Yeah, I think it's only the latest version that has it. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise I'd love to just, you know, shift left click, you know, like no worries. Very good suggestion. Very, very good suggestion. But yeah, alas, that's not... Okay, so let me just double check that, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure other people have brought it up before. And it's always the same issue. Like, here, shift left click, was it? How many characters do you have? For next season? Yeah, it's probably going to be 5. There you go, here's a good one. Shift left click. Yep, see, it doesn't let me. Alt left click, shift right click, control right click is drop. Yeah, no, I actually can't ID it quickly without the new map pack. It'd be great, but alas. How many characters do you... Oh, characters do I have in a name? Let's take a look. D2-bear is, I think, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I got about 13 or 14 characters. No, it's I think 14, because I know that I have D2-death, and that's 14. So, pretty sure 14 is the cap there. I guess I could technically name my guy like D2-Steve Rogers or something like that, but I don't know. I want the actual names. Oh, I've got probably Iron Man, right? Do I need the dash? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, gotta have the dash. D2 dash or D2 dash. Either one of the two is fine. But you know what? I like Iron Man. I kind of like Iron Man. I might roll with Iron Man because you know he's gonna be like beefy motherfucker. D2 Iron Man works? Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm on board with that. Yeah. I think I'm set. The other alternative is naming, like, I don't know, freaking Black Panther or something, but I just don't think that would make much sense at all. There's really nothing about my pally that in any way really resembles Black Panther, except for maybe that if I put Guardian Angel as his armor, then it'll be, like, clad in, like, black armor, but it's not really... doesn't count. Yeah, I know. I didn't want. Well, that was the other reason I didn't want to reference Black Panther either. It's kind of trying to. Yeah. I want to say poor taste, but it's not. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Let's stay away from the Black Panther name. I think. You know. Just excited for late season Groot. I don't know how I'm gonna make that Groot work. Like, again, I'm kind of annoyed, to be honest, that it's like, that I can't just make all 5 characters at once, because then I have to go back and make one more. I don't know how that's going to work. Again, like I said before, I had to basically pay somebody off to... Yeah, I basically had to pay somebody off in order to, like, get my 5th character, and then start running my runs. I guess the alternative is I could just ditch the assassin, but... I don't want to... Oh, you know what? No, I can't do that, because yeah, that would save me a character, but the whole reason I want the assassin is so that when I actually start running chaos, I have a second element. If I run the druid, then yeah, okay, I could spam tornadoes, and it wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world, but it certainly isn't as good as having like an additional source of elemental damage to go along with conviction. Do I need a CD key for Slash? Nope, you don't. You didn't hear that from me. Haven't played in 20 years. I could probably... No. Don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about that. Especially you said 2 months. No. I don't need a character in 2 months. I need it like day 3, day 4, day 5, maybe, right? So I gotta... I don't know. I haven't worked out the druid yet. I might have to just say, well, fuck it, right? Like, you know, tough luck, and then... just make it later myself, or like pay somebody so that I can use their character as a bumper. I thought you meant late season? No, dude. I need that like fucking pronto. Like by late season, by late ladder, I don't really need the summoning druid. I need the summoning druid like really early on. Yeah, the whole point of it is to autonomously run Bales early for the people who need it. They level up from the Bale runs, but then I level up even faster. From, you know, WSK or pits on my own. It's a win-win, right? Like, it's I kind of am technically ripping people off, but at the same time, it's like, if they're going to mooch in my runs for Bales, then, you know, I can take advantage of that while I'm running the Bales. What if you trash the Assassin once a Nightmare, quickly rush Druid? Oh, that's clever. That is clever. I like that. And go 4-box with Druid from there. It's clever in the sense that at least I'll be able to get more of my characters into... I feel like it's a bit of a momentum killer, to be honest. Like, I have to stall my run so that I basically have to carry out 2 rushes, because I obviously can't do it with... I can't level I can't push all my characters through the game at the same time. So I have to basically do everything twice. I have to play through the game twice, essentially, on each difficulty. With with all my characters. I'm not really too keen on that. Quickly rush Druid. Well, I guess... It's not a bad idea. It's honestly not a bad idea. But I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do that, man. Like, I have to, like, go through the game, then I have to bring my guy, like, I have to go and re-rush the Druid and do that for all of the difficulties. Nah, dude, I'd rather just pay somebody, honestly. Honestly, like, I'd rather just pay someone. It makes things easier, I think. I won't have it available to me day 3, day 4, day 5, but, you know, that might not be the biggest deal. Especially because now that I think about it, you know, this just gave me a great idea. Maybe I don't need the Summoning Druid. I was originally thinking, okay, maybe I need the Summoning Druid. Maybe I actually don't even need the Summoning Druid. Maybe I just need traps, right? Like, maybe I just need the traps with the Conviction Pally. I'm surprised that burst of speed in normal is so important. It's not just the burst of speed, it's the fact that the Assassin is just way better at clearing and Act 1 and leveling in Act 1 than most of the other characters. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, so Assassin makes it through Act 1 quicker than any other character. And then on top of that, she can run cows, right? And then when it comes to Chaos Sanctuary, I actually need her as my secondary source, my secondary element for damage. So she fits 3 roles. The other thing too is like when the Druid makes it to level 12, he is a powerhouse through normal, Act 1 onward. But like with Fire Blast, I'm able to level my characters really quickly in normal, without having to struggle at all, which is good. I like that. Like, yeah, with the Druid you can Firestorm, but it's not as fast as, like, or as easy as just going like, okay, I'm gonna throw fucking Fire Blast at packs until I get Wake of Fire, and then those things just automatically wreck everything. It's nice. Don't have to aim it myself either. Drives force you to constantly put them down. 10 shots, 10 lightning blasts. I have to run it basically anytime the wave is done. I just resummon it. Doing much better for Bale Waves. Well, it's true, but it might not be that much better. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't actually, like, I've run Summoning Druid. I know how that works. It's fully autonomous. It's really nice to have the summons, but with the traps, I feel like maybe it might be even a little bit quicker. I don't know. It's a little strange how fast you want to go, since I imagine most people on the ladder will be running with 8p and therefore getting 2 times XP. Yeah, they're getting 2 times XP on individual characters though, right? Like okay, they run 8 player, but that's 8 different people with 1 character each. But the trade-off is, again, like, when I make it to hell, I'll have 4 characters ready to do what I want. And again, the race at the start of the ladder isn't against other people. It's about how quickly I can get to day 2 infinity, like, or being able to reach day 2 infinity, or find 4 friends to run with you. And you have 8p2. No, man, I'm good. Like, the whole point of this is gotta go solo, gonna see if I can get through the game myself, and then just get my own infin day 2. You know, like, obviously if I find, like, Sir Low Ohm, and somebody's, you know, who am I kidding? No one's realistically gonna fucking trade Burr for Sir Low Ohm on day 1. Anyway, look. I don't think it's strange at all, me trying to go, like, semi-fast and not wanting to, like, try to, like, juggle between 5 characters, you know? Like, that just sounds messy. As Fuzz from chat to join your games to up player amount. Okay, I could do that, but I also want to do it on my own, to be honest. Like, this is not a luxury that people have all the time, where it's like, oh yeah, can you know, people from chat join my game just to fill it up, right? Like look at ZZZ. He gets 4 boxes. That's 4 boxes. I like the idea of just being able to run 4 boxes. I guess, technically, here's the thing, right? Like, if I could probably, well, I mean, if Seth were around, he would have certainly been willing to do this, but he's been missing for a long time, so he's probably been really busy or something. Maybe he's been up to some things. Anyway, like, what I could have done is I could have just told Seth, hey, could you just, you know, hang out in my game? I could get a 5th window. See, yeah, exactly. You could put 4P in town for me. Exactly. Like, I could get you to, like, freaking push my druid if I really... Well, okay, I mean, I would have to ask politely, and I have to promise you, like, freaking... like, chicken nuggets and shit. But honestly, again, like, I'd rather just do it on my own, right? Like, the whole... There's a lot of things to this. But yeah, one of the things is that, yeah, like, I have 4 boxes, gotta use 4 boxes, and not have to rely on somebody else to help me. During the start of the ladder, like, if I pay somebody to, like, level a character for me, I think that's perfectly fair later on down the line. Paying good runes for somebody's time as a leveling service, great, but not as charity. And especially not because I'm known as, you know, good old D2D2 of the Slash server, the guy who always does, like, streams and shit. Like, yeah, I have the luxury of having people who are willing to do these things for me, but not everyone is in the same boat, I guess. Not entirely fair to everybody else. I've never actually played a druid. Ha! Yeah, level 1 the whole way through easy. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's essentially what's gonna be happening. Barely played any LOD. Yeah, fair enough. Surprised that you still tune into D2 streams despite not being, like, a regular D2 player yourself. That, for me, has always been pretty intriguing. Like, I mean, I guess it's not entirely... Yeah, because I don't know, right? Like, I don't usually go out of my way to watch games I don't play myself. Usually, keyword, right? Like Coaster, like, you know, I enjoy Coaster's company. And, you know, I'll rate him and I'll hang around his chat a little bit, but, you know, a lot of the time if I don't know a game, like, the reality is I can't really be bothered to learn it. Played it when it first came out, 100 hours a week for months. Ha, fair enough. Anyway, what else were we talking about here? Yeah, but going back to what we were originally talking about, Hom 3 Watcher, I don't doubt that there are going to be people who are going to be way ahead of me on XP on day 1, okay? Like, I can't... The reality is, I have to either optimize for farming or I have to optimize for levels. I can't optimize for both, right? That's just the reality of the situation. Well, okay, I guess technically I could if I got outside help, to be honest. But again, I want to do this on my own, and this is the situation. Either I play with other people to get through the game as quickly as possible so that I can start grinding out to level 90 right away, right? That's that would be the sprint, I guess. But for me, I kind of want to try to go for more of the marathon approach, right? Like, okay, they're gonna get to level 90, probably around 90, they'll start to say, okay, I'm level 90 now, it's time to start actually trying to grind out items. And then after that, I'll try to see if I can beat them to 95, maybe. Right? Like, again, I'm not 100% on this, but this is what I suspect will happen. This is what usually happens traditionally, right? Like, yeah, people get high level early on, level 90, but then they're not going to freaking push all the way to 90, 99 from the very beginning. Even ZZZ, I think, when he tried to push for a really high level early on, I don't think that he had to farm a little bit before he went to try and go for 99, right? Because, yeah, like, you want to be able to clear 4-1 by yourself, or 8-1 by yourself, or players 8 by yourself, and you can't really do that off of just levels alone. Like, you actually do need equipment for that, and so you kind of do need some items. Anyway, you get the idea. Having said that, though, there will always be a mix of farm and XP grind. Yes, but unless people feed you. Oh, what is that? What is that ring? Wow, what a find. Fap, you are my lucky charm today, it looks like. What the hell? That's actually pretty legit, guys. cold res, light res, and that's a fancy ring. 10 FCR, 26 cold res, 21 light res, and 13 MF rare ring on run number 988. Well, 16 AR too, but... Anyway, let's go back to it. It would have been nicer 120 days ago. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like I was rocking FCR or anything. Anyway, nah, never mind. Look, going back to what I was saying, though, like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be beating people out day one. I'm not geared up to beat people out day one, right? Like, one of my goals is to get to a higher level than people at some point. But day one is a wash, right? Like, I can tell you right now, even Corey's team, who I'm pretty sure they won't be the first people to beat Hellbale or anything like that. Corey usually, even though he's not rocking the #1 team, he's usually like around level 85 to 88 by the end of day one. I'm just not gonna beat that. It's plain and simple. But here's the thing, right? At some point, you gotta stop to grind out items and also level your side characters. Sooner or later, this needs to happen. Also, if you're gonna be grinding out to level 88, right, on day one, what that means is that probably you're playing with a group of people. And if you're playing with a group of people, that means that you're not optimizing the most amount of XP that you can get compared to if you were to actively level on your own on Players 8, right? So it's kind of like, yes, I'm not going to be beating people out day one, but I kind of want to put myself in a good position to give myself as much time as I can early on to like farm items, I guess, is what I'm trying to say here. More or less, it's like, if I spend the first 3 hours trying to like make sure that I have 5 characters instead of 4 characters on the reset, then that's like a couple extra hours that I can't really spend on trying to optimize my efforts to get day 2 infinity, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. My dream this ladder was FL/LR FCR ring. FL, so I'm guessing you mean FR? So Fire Res, Light Res FCR ring? I mean, here's the thing, like, I've never really found any, like, crazy good rare rings, but I have found pretty decent, rare boots. Like, I think, was it the season, like, last season? Yeah, I think it was last season. I found, on my Assassin, 30 faster run walk, like, 40 Fire Res, or no, it was 38 Light Res, 38 Fire Res, 21 MF boots, I think. And I think my Necro had something similar, so yeah, I got plenty of boots, but yeah, rare rings are just not my forte. Just don't seem to ever really get any solid finds on that front. Okay, Mark's gonna go kill that. ID this quickly. Anyway, yeah, Home 3 Watcher, my goal is basically just to have my 4 box setup ready to run Chaos, like maybe probably 10 hours in is going to be my goal. So I'm just trying to think about what that translates to. Basically 2 in the morning tomorrow for me. 2 in the morning, have everything set up, and then the following day I just go super hard at it, is I think it's kind of the intention. Beep boop. Hey, Lamau, what's up? What's up? So yeah, I was just talking to Home 3 Watcher about possibilities for tomorrow. I was saying that I only have 4 boxes available, so I can't get a 5th one that has like a druid that I could just carry with me through the game or anything like that. So that kind of sucks. But at the same time, what that means for me. Well, yeah, the Home 3 Watcher was suggesting that maybe I could level, like, I could basically rush the Druid to bring him along too. What are your 4 boxes going to be? Sork, Assassin, Pally, Barb. Nothing really out of the ordinary or interesting or extraordinary. Yeah. Pretty straightforward. It's just going to be those 4. Assassin to get me through Act 1, early game, early leveling, and also probably going to do me some good in when I try to like level off cows. And then of course I have my, there we go. I have my other characters. The Bow Barb, I think, is a given. Conviction Pally is also kind of a given, to be honest. And then, yeah, that's basically the setup. Sork is also kind of a given. Can I ban FAP? Yes. Okay, banned. Oh man. But yeah, those are my 4 boxes. Slash FAP. So what do you plan to do this season? Are you going to be doing 4 boxing? Are you going to be playing with other people? And if you are going to be 4 boxing, what are your 4 boxes going to be? Because again, this is my first time doing it live. Like, I've done 4 box before. I've gone through the game 4 boxing a couple times already, just for fun on my own. But I've never actually done it live, like in practice on an actual ladder reset season. This is going to be my first and possibly last time doing it. Because again, like, I usually prefer on a season-to-season basis that I'm playing with other people. But yeah, this is one of the seasons where I actually wanted to try to see how well I could do, just going 4 boxing on the ladder reset start. So yeah, seems like a reasonable setup for solo. You said reasonable. So yeah, do you have a better one at all? Necro ladder for you. I see. We'll have a Chanter and a Bow Barb for sure, and a Sin for Bales. Where's your Sork? Are you just not going to run a Sork? Or how's that going to work? That's the other thing, by the way, too. I was thinking about it. Honestly, this setup that I am using, like, if we don't get a 2-8 reset run with D2, D2, and FAP, I'll ride. But FAP is playing on hardcore anyway. That just simply wouldn't happen, you know? Sork is Chant. Can tell you. Oh, speaking of Chant, there was a message from way earlier from Aylin, I think. Enchant Sork. I haven't, but it sounds like something I'd like to see. Yep. So I don't remember what the Chant Sork in the 4-box comment was for, or something I'd like to see was for, but yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Now I don't even remember what that was about. That was a while ago. Anyway, Sork he's one of those. Yeah, he's actually you know, he's actually a respectable player. There you go. Not playing pleb core like me, you know. Oh, I see. So Sork is Chant Cantelli and Chant later. So no, hold on. But you have 4 characters. You have Sork, Necro. Oh, I get it. My bad. Okay, no Pally. I see. That's what's missing on that list. So you're not gonna go. You're not gonna bother with Pally. You're just gonna go Sin, Sork, and then Barb with the Necro. Okay, makes total sense to me. Fire damage for summons and Merc. Gotcha. Yeah, no, Enchant Sork is actually pretty legit. Like, there's a lot of really cool things for sure you can do with it. Always wondered what it would be like to have an early game like Enchantress with like a multi-shot Boazon. That sounds like a lot of fun. But of course, that is not what I'm doing next season. I'm trying to set myself up so I can do early chaos, like early sub 2-minute chaos, I think. Yeah, communist is the word you're looking for. Yeah, no, that's not quite what I was thinking, okay? It's not quite what I was thinking, but close. Oh, man. Want to go all the way summons with Beast and perhaps Pride Golem? Okay, yeah. Go for it. I mean, that sounds pretty freaking legit. Wait a second. That was a 3 Warcries Ami, I just realized. Hey, that's something I haven't seen in a while. Plus 3 Warcries Ami. I don't even remember if I got that from Monster. I think I got that from Monster here. Plus 3 Warcries Ami. 9 Strength Ami. That's run number 989. Imagine that's the what I gotta scrap together so I can actually see shit on the drops list here. Anyway, probably play with some Poison Oath along the way. I mean, you could actually do both, right? Like, I remember when I ran my Poison Necro, I put in all my points into Poison Nova and its synergies, and one of the reasons why I loved playing Poison Necro is because even after you dump those 60 points, well, 62, I guess if you count Teeth and Corpse Explosion as prereqs, you always have the option of dumping points into summons as well. You could very easily get, like, I don't know, 20 points skeletons and, like, I don't know, like 1 point revives even, and then just let the rest of your skills do its thing. Yeah, just get the rest of your skills just boosted up all the way. Or plus skills from equipment, I don't know. Again, this is just hypothetically. There's so many different ways you can go with that idea of going some Poison Nova and some summons. After 1k runs, are you doing the practice tonight or tomorrow? On roster, that's a good question. I'll talk about that in a second. Always did 10 Skellies, then all Poison. Then all Poison Bow makes the Skellies invincible. Oh yeah, for sure. The Fire from Enchant, Fizz, and Poison are nice tri-elemental damage build plus CE. Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, of course. Yep. Nope. It is true. It is very true. Beast, Pride. So then what's your Merc gonna run? Infin, right? Yeah. Probably Infin, I would imagine. Yeah, I can't imagine it really being anything else. Yeah. Pride. Oh, or Pride Golem. Oh, that sounds like a fucking fantastic setup already. I like the sound of that. Like, let me know how it goes. It's pretty legit. Yeah, Chanted Skeletons is something I've wanted to do for a while too. That sounds like freaking awesome, but I've never, of course, been able to really put that into practice. Even, oh, hey, and the drops keep coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. I'm not going to hold on to it, but I know what that is. That's Peasant Crown, run number 989. It's annoying to do every game. That's true. But, I mean, I guess, here's the thing, right? If you chant all of your summons, it lasts a really long time. And the summons themselves, well, I mean, if we talk just the skeletons, they also last, like, you know, pretty much forever. So it's like, the revives last 2 minutes, but, yeah, if you're just going off the skeletons alone, you're only just chanting the skeletons, you could probably just do a full run, like, you could just do a full clear of the game with your Necro once you've chanted everything, to make the most out of it. I don't know. Elegize is just so much faster than for Poison Nova. Just so much faster than for Poison Nova. Oh yeah, for sure. If I bother to do that, then I do Sea Bales at least. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Very nice. Alright, 990, or run 990. So this is my last 10 runs, guys. Exciting stuff. It's another 40 minutes. That'll probably take us right up to 8 o'clock. That's awesome. Alright, let's do this. Well, a little over 8, but whatever. Oh, by the way, this was the other... Oh, but thanks for sharing your plans, though, Slash, or Fap. That's nice to hear all about it, and I've kind of shared my plans. My goal is just Day 2 Infinity, but without using LK, because, again, I mean, I talked about my motivation from the last time I played my Sork, or the last time I played a Sork, I was able to get Infinity, like, at the tail end of Day 2, by running LK nonstop, but I was kind of like, I feel like I'd just be better off running Chaos if I can do, like, sub 2 minute runs and shit like that, right? Like, so that's what I'm going to be aiming to try and set up for this upcoming season. We'll see how that goes. Maybe it'll be a flop, maybe it'll be a disaster, I don't know. Now, the other question from A. Lamau, and this is a good one indeed. After 1k runs, am I doing the practice night or tomorrow, and on or off stream? Okay, so again, very good question. Part of the reason why I'm so keen on doing everything tonight is because tomorrow the servers are going to be taken down, right? For you know, that's what they do. They gotta take down the servers when you gotta, like, put all the characters in the non-ladder, etc., etc. Now, with that in mind, I obviously can't really do any practice tomorrow morning. Maybe a little bit, but not very much. So there will be no practice tomorrow, plain and simple. Yeah, like, basically the earliest you guys are going to see me tomorrow would be when I start the stream for the ladder reset. Maybe even a little earlier. I was thinking of actually starting it earlier because I'm not hanging around in Discord chat, so it's not like, you know, we're having, like, private conversations or anything like that. It's just going to be me, chatting and chilling with you guys, I guess. Now, with regards to tonight, though, I'm going to tell you right now what's going to happen, okay? Tonight, I have to answer a booty call at 8 o'clock, I believe. It's going to be about 8. Anyway, give or take. And what that means is I'm rushing to actually finish these remaining 10 runs by 8 o'clock, like, basically an hour from now. And after that, I'm probably going to be... Honestly, I am probably going to be booked out the rest of the night, until maybe, like, a little past midnight. If I wanted, after midnight, I could do practice and then I could stream it for you guys, but I don't want to. The reason being that what I stream tonight would essentially be what I'm streaming tomorrow. And I don't want to, like, you know, I want to actually show you guys on the day of the reset rather than showing, like, what I plan to do the day before the reset, right? Like, I want to show you guys on the actual live. You know, like, if it were, like, last night or the night before, then maybe I could show you guys a sample of what I have planned, but what I have planned is pretty much written in stone now. Like, I know the approach I'm going to take, I know how I'm going to level my characters, and I don't really want to, like, start it off and be like, hey guys, this is exactly how I'm going to play it, and then show the exact same thing to you guys tomorrow morning, because I think that that in itself is going to be a lot of fun. Really exciting. So yeah, I'm not going to, yeah, I don't want to... I basically don't want to spill the deets, like, 12 hours too soon, I guess is what I'm trying to get at, or 16 hours too soon. So yeah, probably I'm not going to be streaming tonight. But I will be practicing, though. Going to try to practice last minute just one last time. Also, I just remember there is one other thing. I also need to release the 1,000 Mausoleum Runs results post after my booty call as well. So I'm not going to have to... I just realized that the server's going to restart any second now, so I'm going to take some time to just... refill my TPs and IDs. Anyway. Yeah, so... You got the idea. Basically, long story short, tomorrow I'm going to be practicing... We're 91 next. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be practicing... Or, tonight I'm going to be practicing. Tomorrow I can't really practice. Tomorrow probably I'm going to be theory crafting kind of what I want to do for later in the ladder. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about it. But tonight, I'm going to focus on how my first, like, my actual reset run is going to go. Especially because, to be honest, I don't want to fucking humiliate myself in front of Coaster. Like, I swear, Coaster is just waiting for me to fuck up. I bet you. He wants to see me, like, go down in flames. Like, he's gonna enjoy this. Like, I can't give him that satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to make it look at least like it was somewhat smooth, or the run was somewhat smooth, okay? Don't tell him I said that, guys. Okay, no, I'm kidding. That doesn't matter. Like, he'll get a good kick out of it if he hears me say this, I'm sure. But, nah, dude. This guy is ready to watch me make some fail plays. You know, it's kind of like when I was trying to do the swap casting, alright? He must have enjoyed me getting flustered because I forgot how to actually swap cast while I was doing the demo, which was like, you know, very, very sad moment, but yeah, I'm just muling my shit while I wait for the servers restart because I can't do a full run while I can't really do a full run anymore. Istrune and E-Thresher, these are again going to be going on my Wealth Mule. I think that is pretty legit. All right. Okay. Server restarting. Okay. Well, off I go. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about here. Take it easy tomorrow. You will need that stamina. Yeah. So, yeah. Tomorrow I'm probably going to just, you know, kick back and relax a little bit. Gonna order some food for tomorrow. I'm gonna like try and make sure that I'm in good peak condition tomorrow. At least before the reset. Probably might even nap or something. I don't know. Before the reset begins. But really, But tonight is really where I gotta, make my final preparations, make sure that everything that I want to do is lined up. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. My plan for the reset, or just like playing through the game, and then probably, yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I appreciate the feedback, Fap, on what I should probably do for somebody who has more more experience with 4-boxing through the game than I do. Okay, sorry about that. I had to check stuff out. So you will need, so I will probably need that stand, but you get the idea. I'm gonna, I have my things lined up here. D991. All right. Let me actually also switch the music. It's time to, Oh yes. There you go. Let me actually get this loop. Okay, perfect. Ah, this is my jam. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, good. That's finalized. Alright, looks like, indeed, booty call at 8. Alright. Let's get the show on the road. Let's see. So, we're down to our last 9 runs, guys. This is pretty exciting. I'm telling you, Fap, like, you probably haven't seen too many of my runs here, but yeah, I've been excited to, like, showcase the results of this for a while. Not many people want to come here to Mausoleum in a season because it's gigantic waste of time, or at least that's kind of the that's kind of what most people believe. So I kind of wanted to try something different and actually see if this place was any good. Maybe it's like a sleeper area, like sometimes people sleep on what's like what could be the new meta, and then, well, in this case, this was a bit of a flop. I like the Theorycraft too and adding 4. Yes, same here, dude. Same here. I love, like, multi-boxing. To be honest, I just love it. I realize, like, multi-boxing and, well, honestly, especially multi-boxing, adds, like, a different dimension to this game, which is still fine to me. Like, in terms of, like, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, well, this is not very vanilla that you get to multi-box or map pack, but I can live with multi-boxing, especially because it's kind of like if you were playing in a party with 3 friends, right? This is what you would be able to do. You could have one guy as the designated bowbarb and item find bitch, I guess. You could have a dude who's like playing a necro and making summons. You could have like a sork who's actively going around enchanting everybody, right? You're just on this private server, we just kind of mimic the notion that we actually do have friends that would be willing to do this for us, and then we just do it ourselves. So I really, really enjoy that. It's something I've really liked since started playing on the server. And obviously there are people who can use it for muling and self-leveling and self-rushing and all that stuff too, right? So that is already inherently one fun use of it. But the fact that you can actually run multiple characters is freaking awesome. Being able to do day 1 chaos really easily with the Bowbarb and the Blizzsork, and then of course, like, being able to do things like have like a human bot in the form of the summoning druid, right? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen that. I can like run Bales without actually running Bales myself by having a summoning druid. Just sit there in the throne room and kill everything while I go and farm like chaos or pits or AT or whatever, right? Like, it's awesome. I love it. I love that we have the freedom to essentially do whatever we want. Pretty cool. Never saw that. You've never seen it. You've never seen it. Oh my. Yo, dude. It's pretty legit. Next season, I might even be able to show you if you swing by sometime. Because I'm going to be using it probably next season to do... Like, here's the thing, right? The inspiration for the Summoning Druid in the first place was that I was kind of like... You know, there's a lot of people on this server who ask for, like, bail runs. Like, oh, can somebody run bails for me? Can, you know, like, I need somebody to do this or that. And I'm like, you know what, dude? I don't want to lose time on my farming. I want to be able to farm, but still do bail runs for people at the same time. So I came up with the concept of running a Summoning Druid with a bow barb and, like a paladin that provides some kind of auras. While my main character goes and just does whatever he or she feels like doing, right? Like, if I were playing Necro, I could go and run, like, players 7 pits or something, or, well, players 8 pits. Or if I'm playing a Sork, I could go, or a Hammerdin, I could go and run, like, you can go and run Chaos Sanctuary. That's botting, yeah, exactly. It's legal botting. Because I'm doing it all on my own, and I'm using builds in the game that allow me to, like, AFK while I fucking, you know, clear out Bale Throne Room, you know? Like, I could freaking watch Netflix while my Summoning Druid just does all the work for me. It's freaking awesome. I don't know, worth giving it a shot. I don't know if you ever tried that, /FAP, or FAP. It might be something that you might find really cool. Just like the AFK Sin. Yes, exactly! But the difference is that I think while the AFK Sin will clear things quicker, like, she has more raw damage, but the Druid, yeah, well, okay, it's cuter, yes, but the Druid is also more autonomous. You don't actively need to keep trying to, like, put down more traps or more wolves. Like, yeah, sometimes your wolves will die, even after they've been battle orders. It's honestly a little bit rare. They're usually pretty beefy if you set it up properly, but you have to do less work. Yeah, less admin, exactly. So it's honestly a really cool setup. And also, like, here's the thing: necromancers are better in terms of, like, oh, this, you know, they can crank out skeletons. Skeletons are better than wolves. But the thing with necro is, of course, you need to find somewhere to get those bodies, whereas the druid can just summon them straight up with, you know, no difficulty. So anyway, yeah. So less admin work. Okay, let's see, what else were you saying here? I wonder what he's actually doing at 8. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna be, maybe I'm like an Uber driver or something, who knows. I've seen setups, with Sin and Necro all over. Sin and Necro all over. Sin and Necro all over. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about, like, 4-boxing through, like, after, yeah, people set up 4-boxing and they just do, like, chaos with, like, maybe, yeah, traps and summon. Yeah, no, it makes sense. But again, yeah, the traps you gotta keep constantly freaking being all like, oh, yeah, I gotta keep resummoning my dudes. And then, of course, for the Necro, you need bodies to summon them in the first place. So, those are the, 2 main, conditions, I guess, for actually having those characters present. Can you send me the link for the cuck bot you're gonna use? The cuck bot? You need to play with a metronome. Yeah, exactly. So, again, it's... Yeah, to be honest, this season I might not even run Summoning Druid. I have to see what it's like with the Trapsin by herself, and then decide from there if it's worth going Summoning Druid if an assassin can do the job with me, like, trying to multi-box it. Okay, great. What else were we talking about here? There was something else that Fab said. Let me just pull this back a little bit. The reset night is fun to enjoy the team play. We got the lonely play later in the season. Oh yeah, no, it's true. That was the thing that you were saying earlier now. Yep, nope, you know, usually I'm, like, all for playing with other people, you know, the kind of, like, for me, Diablo 2 is a game that's meant to be enjoyed with other people. FTJ. Yeah, like... yeah, like, you know, playing with other people is the most fun you can have, right? Like, some people don't, you know, some people, I guess, like to have the freedom of having 4 boxes on their own, or, like, 2 8s, because, you know, that's, you get best, well, it's the most optimal way to play, I would imagine. If, you know, you want to have 4 characters at the start of the season, and you also want to have somebody else who can help you out at the same time. But, obviously that isn't nearly as... I don't know, I have a lot more fun just playing in a group of 7. You guys just talk about life, everyone's going to try and kill shit, and, you know, like, everyone's got a different role and all that jazz, and it's honestly just a lot of fun, like, knowing that everyone's working together and just having a good time, and just, you know, that for me cannot be beat. And it's part of the reason why, like, I like vanilla D2, but I wouldn't really go out of my way to play Pluggy, because while Pluggy is fun, I just have way more fun playing Diablo 2 when there's the, you know, play with other people and trading aspects of the game, I would say. I don't want to have to be forced into playing with other people all the time, which I feel like was one of my issues with POD2, but yeah, that's kind of the, it's kind of how I feel with regards to Slash and whatnot. You can trade on Slash, I know, right? It's clearly better to get your 4 boxes fast. Yeah, exactly. It's clearly better to get your 4... I was trying to explain this to Hom3 Watcher earlier, too. Like, okay, yes, if you play with other people, you can indeed get your character to, like, level 90 fast, because, you know, you're gonna get through the game quicker. Like, the reality is, if you're playing in an 8-man team, then, yeah, you'll be able to beat the game as early as, like, 2 or so hours from when the reset begins. But then, of course, the trade-off there is you don't actually have any boxes. Come on, fucking go through here, yeah. Yeah, you don't actually have any other characters to help you out in hell with. Yeah, and that's especially a problem because, like, okay, well, let's say that you don't have anybody else to level with. Then, you know, normally you'd be like, alright, I'm just gonna bring 4 boxes in here. But if you don't have 4 boxes, then what the fuck, right? Yeah, sooner or later, you're gonna have to level those characters yourself. You're gonna have to create a bumper, like a level 40 bumper to get you into hell. Or I guess you could maybe find somebody else to do it. Or somebody else who needs to be bumped into hell and you just use their character. But still, it's kind of like, it does take time and you're relying on somebody else to essentially get you through the game. So yeah, I don't know. There's trade-offs for sure, and then you can't always be farming XP at the same time you're farming drops, unless you get really lucky in Bale Throne Room, I guess. But even then, it's even more true in HC Wasteland. Oh yeah, I don't doubt that in the slightest. HC Wasteland, like, good luck trying to find somebody to freaking bump you. All right, you want to just go through the game once, and that's it. If your goal is to play optimally. So yeah, like in the long run, if your goal is to get 99. Or some shit like that, some long-term goal, you're going to want 4 boxes. You just have a lot more freedom that way. Like, there's a lot more you can do. That is just the reality of the situation. But obviously, a lot of us that play on the server aren't, like, min-maxers. We're not, like, actively trying to get, like, a world record on well, really anything. So, you know, who really cares, right? Who gives a shit? At least SC got more players. That's true. That's true. At least in softcore, yeah, you can actually have a few more people to play with. Okay, great. But even then, in softcore, like, how often are you gonna come across some dude well, yeah, who's basically in normal? There you go. Who's hanging out in normal by himself, just being like, hey guys, I need somebody to, like, bump me or to rush me all the way to hell. Like, no, who the fuck farms the level 40? The only, you know, this is a bit of a side tangent, but my favorite like guy who, or my favorite bumper was that dude who had a barbarian. He leveled his barbarian. Okay, get this. He leveled his barbarian to level 60 in normal because he thought that he needed a level 60 character to be used as a bumper in hell. When in reality, as we all know, it's only really level 40, right? To get bumped and shit, so... To get bumped into hell, I mean. So yeah, some dude actually once had his barbarian go all the way to level 60 on this fucking server, in normal, no less, like, and I'm not bullshitting you, like, he was, like, I checked, well, I guess he wasn't on, I don't remember if he was on the leaderboard, actually, but no, dude, it was the saddest shit I think I've seen. You need 60 for Hell Ancients. Okay, yes, true, you do, but, like, what the hell, man? Oh man, that was brutal though. Like, I felt for that guy. I was like, oh shit, dude. Yo, man, I am so sorry for you. Well, anyway, so my freaking Halo now. My original point that I was trying to make, though, is just that, yeah, you know, a lot of people are like, alright, I'm going to level this character first, and then I'm going to get somebody to bump my tunes later. But I'm also kind of like, okay, well, what if you can't find a bumper for the first 3 days? And especially that's the case for me. Like, I don't like to freaking be like, okay, is there a bumper? And I don't like, I have to keep spamming that shit in chat channel. Is there a bumper? Is there a bumper? Is there a bumper? I prefer to be completely independent, and not really have to rely on the likelihood that somebody will have a character I can use as a bumper for some tunes later on down the line. So yeah, like, I don't know. Long run, it will hurt more and more to not have the boxes right away. Especially when you actually do need to start farming. Alright, like, people are gonna wanna... Like, I guess you could push 99 with like a character who's, you know, garbage, right? But, you know, you don't want to really be doing that. You probably want a character that's well leveled, well geared, so they can run players 8 on their own. In order to do that, you do actually need to have either A, boxes that can help you with that, or B, you actually need to have equipment, so you essentially need to farm. At the end of the day, yeah, what Slashdiablo was saying is correct. At some point, you know, sometimes you're going to be grinding out for XP, and sometimes you're going to be grinding out for items. Although in my case, I've never really, in some seasons I've just never have grinded for levels. I've only grinded for items and nothing else, and that already takes me to whatever level I want to be. But that obviously it takes a lot more time than somebody who's actively doing just Bale or just Bale runs or Chaos runs. They're obviously going to have an easier time if that's what they're focusing on. That's the reality of the situation. I don't know what that is, so my answer is 69. Hey, Bars, what's going on? You have come at a very interesting time. We are on the final 5 runs of my 1000 Mausoleum adventure. So, yeah, I hope you're having a great day, Bars. How are you doing? How are you doing? I think I've already been here. Yeah, I want to have to freaking double check everything, but okay, definitely been here. Are you just gonna ask? I like how you're using my channel as a Warzone recruitment tool. Like, that's so funny, dude. Just had to go there. My plan is to cow not care much about ladder until I assemble proper runes. Yeah, exactly, which makes sense. That's kind of how a lot of other people would do it too, right? Like, you know, you would want to actually have your wealth before you actually start grinding for levels, not the other way around. More wealth, more options. More options, well, probably faster leveling, long term. Although, I don't know. I guess hypothetically, you could just get your wealth entirely off of Throne Room, or off of, like, you know, Bale runs, but you're gonna be pretty lucky on that. And, you know, this is all assuming that, you know, people are willing to help you out or do Bale runs with you, and that you're actively vacuuming the items faster than other people trying to take them. Speaking of which, I wonder how long it'll take before people start devolving into arguments over whose drop was, or whose drop it was when they see like a freaking random item lying around on the ground in a public bail game. Everyone's gonna be like, this should have been my item, this should have been my item. It's like, no, but runner gets the drops. This argument comes up every season. I'm very curious to see what happens here this upcoming season. It's gonna be fun, of course. Probably there's gonna be another reminder that pops up once people inevitably start bawling their eyes out over in the chat channel. Okay. Let's see. Today I tried to farm Vextrum, but I got low and Ohm. Oh shit. Well, the horrors you got to. Well, I mean, actually, that is pretty bad because I guess if you are playing like single player, if you're playing on Slash, you can always just trade it out. But if you're playing single player, no bueno. Irony is, I often get level 91 out of P1 cows in semi-compete. If we want pub games, we need to protect the drops. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But again, I don't really do the pub runs and. You know, I've been here for long enough, and I've actually had to argue with people so many times over how the drops are on this server that it's just, yeah, it's beyond me, man. I don't fuck with that shit no more. I just sit back and enjoy the fireworks at this point. I don't even care anymore, man. Like, you want to see bail runs? Well, I don't know. It's just funny. I'd rather just watch from the sidelines at this point. And besides, I say that as I proceed to get ready to run bales this season with my 4-box setup. That's kind of why I came up with the 4-box setup. And I get sick of people fucking bawling their eyes out over like, oh yeah, whose drop is it and shit. That's kind of one of the reasons why. What motivated me to come up with this, oh, I'm going to run Summoning Druid so that they can autonomously run the bail runs while I actually go and do my own shit. That way everyone's happy, you know, people can fight over the drops and not be like, oh yeah, it's the runner's loot or whatever, and at the same time I actually get something out of it rather than having to be like, okay guys, I don't trust any of you, so it's going to be a free-for-all whatever, and I'm going to, you know, lose some XP that I could otherwise be gaining, and items, for no real good reason. Of course drama happened. Oh yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. That's every season, man, I'm telling you. You gotta get the popcorn ready and everything. Well, actually, I already have it ready, but just saying for the community to be viable, we need some pub activity. Oh yeah, I agree for sure. I totally understand that. I mean, like, this has been something that's been brought up so many times too, right? Like, I've been here for many seasons. Not as many as some other people, but yeah, I've been here for many seasons, so I've seen I've seen like your guys' efforts to promote that, hey, yeah, okay, no, the drop should go to the runner. Normally, if this were like BNet style Wild West, then they should, you know, the pub should get the drops, or sorry, anyone can get the drops, right? But otherwise, no one would ever want to run pub bails because there's no incentive to, especially with 4-boxing. Anyway, in my case, I've been on both ends, right? I'm somebody who used to run bales, but here's the thing, right? Like, I'm always mindful. Like, I don't trust pubs anyway, even on Slash. So I'm kind of like, whenever I have, like, the very rare occasions, like the blue moons where I actually do run public bales, I tend to just say free-for-all drops. I just tell people straight up, like, honestly, if you can beat me to the drop, hey, all yours. That's usually what I tell them. Especially because I'm generally faster than most people on grabbing drops too. At least I like to think I am. So I'm kind of like, all right, if they can beat me to it, they fucking deserve it. Like, that for me is, like, fine, whatever, right? But not everyone's gonna be in that same boat. Like, not everyone is gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm spending my time for you guys. I don't trust you guys, but please give me the draw. I don't know. I feel bad for that guy that gets vacuum and trying to help. Yeah, for sure. No, I hear you, dude. Ban the people that cry about losing pub drops. Well, see, that's the thing. Those people don't deserve to be banned. Like, in fact, if anything, those are the kinds of people that you want on the server, because they're the ones who are actually actively helping other people out, right? They're trying to, well, they're helping level other people who might otherwise be stuck at whatever point they're at, And they're also helping the Slash community as a whole, like the server as a whole, I would argue, because then by like most people are like, oh yeah, there's no pub games available. Well, that's because there's no reason to run pub games. These people actually kind of showcase that yeah, there are actually people on the server who are willing to do pub games, right? So that, if anything, I'd be banning the people. Well, I don't know. That's a tough one. Honestly, it's tough. It just doesn't make sense to ban those guys. You could do pub runs so people had to do it themselves. They learn how to work for their own and unban the other people. Oh man, yeah, imagine that working. Nah, dude. The other thing too is like, I mean, I don't know how to say this, but there's some people who just expect a lot of these things to be handed to them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, me, every season, I'm always doing my own leveling after a certain point, right? Like, this season, I ran my bear, I ran a shit ton of mausoleum, and I'm happy with that. Like, I leveled my own character. I can say that with full certainty. But you got a lot of other people who are like, oh, well, you know, we should have Bale runs, because how else am I going to level otherwise? And to be honest, they're simply not ever going to learn or get any better at the game, which is part of what makes the game fun, you know? Like, you learn more about it, you apply the things that you've learned, and you become a better player because of it. There's some sense of growth. In other words, if people are just, you know, if people are getting, like, spoon-fed everything or babied through the game, then they're just never going to get good, and they should be trying to get good, because, yeah, like, that's kind of what makes a game fun, when you're kind of, like, learning things about it, trying to figure out what strategies work, what strategies don't work, etc., right? So, I don't know. I find it interesting, kind of how some people are, like, you know, crying whenever there's no Bale games available and all that shit, and I'm just like, well, why don't you run your own fucking Bale games, you know? Like, nothing's stopping you. It's like, oh, but I can't run Bales. It's like, all right, well, why don't you learn to try to learn and figure out how to do leveling on your own without having to do Bales. Well, let me give you a hint. You could try to run Pindle instead. Like, I straight up leveled from level 70 all the way to level 92 with my Frostmane and Boazon day 6 off of just Pindle skin, non-stop Pindle skin. That's all I did. That was it. I didn't get many drops, but I got a shit ton of XP out of that. It was great. Anyway. So this is my 20-year-old Pixel. Damn, yeah, so we all coincide with long con. Please no. Like, damn, it sounds a lot like the kids that go download aimbot after I shit on them in Verdansk. Yeah, I get it. We're a Warzone stream now today, boys. I'm telling you, man, you gotta start up your Warzone stream, and we gotta like, you know, watch you in action. Kicking some new ass, you know. Gotta see how you how you managed to acquire your 3.5 KD or whatever it was. Weird frame issues when I have Streamlabs open. Have you tried using like a different recording software, like Gamecaster at all? The last patch ruined something horribly. I'm gonna take a second to actually take a look at what this Vashina is. I don't know. Oh, it's Kelpie Snare. Oh, okay. I'm gonna actually chart that down as a drop, but I'm not gonna keep it, I don't think. Yep. Wasn't Kelpie Snare one of those things which some people actually think is half decent? Because of its slowest target by 75% or whatever? Anyway. That fair enough, yeah. I'm just throwing that out there as an idea. Let's see. What are they talking about originally, though? Yeah, I don't even remember. Yeah, just rambling about random start of ladder issues, I guess. But yeah, next season is going to be interesting. I might even try to avoid going Summoning Druid and just try to go with my Trapper straight up start of the season. Okay, these are my last 3 runs, it looks like. Well, 4 runs, because I still gotta do the 1000th one, so it's 4 runs total. Okay, I've listened to Jellyfish Jam enough. What other SpongeBob songs do we have here? Ah, here it is. This is what I was looking for. Let me find one. I got this one for now. Thank you, though. Alright, I'll try to play yours on the next one, okay? And then the last two are going to be fixed as Eye of the Tiger, and then the final countdown. I think that's how we're going to be wrapping up today's stream here. Oh, 7 faster run walk, 7 MF. Useless. Nice. Yep, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. By the way, Elamau, you're not taking part in next season, right? Yeah, I think you have plans. Or probably... I'm gonna go on a limb and guess that instead of the Slash reset, you're probably just gonna be on good old Warzone. Not likely? Alright, fair enough. Maybe if you watch me play enough, it might entice you to join in, but I think probably right now you're hopelessly addicted to Warzone, yeah? I'll bet you. I'll be working, so yeah, right. That was what the original issue was. This is a pretty slow run because I had to adjust the music. Hopefully the next one will go a fair bit quicker. Come on, kill him already. I was wait 3 days until I can beg for free shit and quit a week after. Ah, yes, the classic. 3 more runs, let's go! Yeah. Alright, so we are going into the final run, so let's make this quick, and then probably the post-run analysis will also be pretty quick, but... I'll probably make it quick just because it's not... Oh! Yes! Yes! I like... Oh, yes, perfect. I'm also interested in doing a full start to finish solo run. Okay, yeah. Please do, dude. Let me know, like... Yeah, you should. I mean, I think it's fun. Like, honestly, especially... I love this. Anyway, especially because I know that, you know, you're not going to be a part of a reset team, so it's kind of like, this is the perfect opportunity to solo it yourself and just see how long it takes you to get set up for hell, you know? Shit, I was in lobby. I don't know what you mean, you were in lobby. I mean, I saw you were in the lobby, yes. No rush, 1 character, only no trading. I've never done something like that. Yeah, no, I was thinking about that too. Like, I was actually thinking of doing a solo, like, self-found type deal, and I thought about it, and I'm like, I would never want to do a solo self-found on Slash, because it's like, if I'm doing solo self-found on Slash, then what the hell is the point of me actually playing on the server, you know what I mean? It's like, play on the server because I want to actually play with other people. What would be interesting is, like, you start off and try to get, you know, you don't take handouts, you basically farm everything yourself or trade for items. That's usually, I think, what I prefer doing. Yeah. Again, it's a far cry from self-finding everything yourself, but still, it's like, yeah, I like to play with others, so it's like, chat, that's what I usually do. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. But of course, then you could also argue that, at least if you do solo self-found, you won't have to deal with people who are trying to, like, penny pinch you or, like, lowball you, because that, honestly, that shit can get kind of irritating. Like, you know, it's like, what the fuck, right? Like, you have a Shaco, like, day 1, and somebody's, like, trying to give you, like, ist or go for it. It's like, sometimes, you know, people are like, okay, well, they're gonna throw an offer at you rather than no offer at all, right? Like, fair enough, but some people legit are just, like, they're, like, actively trying to make a bang for their buck. Thinking like, oh yeah, maybe this guy will actually take this deal. It's like, no, fuck off. I usually do. That's why I usually give shit away and not bother trading. Yeah, yeah, well, I mean, that's exactly why next season also I'm going to be running the Mall rather than try to trade with people, like, oh, waste time. SSF is fun challenge, trade makes it easy. Oh, it's true. Honestly, it's true. It's kind of a fun challenge. Because then you got to work for everything on your own, and everything you get is more valuable to you. Since it's not like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh, that is a nice small charm. 3 faster run walk. 3 max, 18 AR. Just at the tail end of these runs. And actually, this one I think came out of a coffin, didn't it? Yeah, I think this one came out of a coffin, so... 198 casket. Alright. Yeah, thanks, dude. No, that was pretty solid. That's what I tried doing this season. Absolutely lucked out with an SOJ during some NM MEF runs and built up from there. So you said that's what you tried doing this season. You mean solo self-found or like no handouts, trade only type deal? One season I started like a week late and was in some pub chaos runs. Kicked one of those body things at a bird drop and nobody noticed, so I took it. Technically, I did the work for it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. No handouts, trade only. Yeah, makes sense. That's what I've been trying to do in most of my seasons. You know, like people on this channel, have like viewers on this channel who also play on Slash are very kind, very generous. They've always been like, you know, willing to help me out whenever I need it. If I ask, hey, you know, can you guys help me out with? Can I borrow somebody's Enigma? Usually somebody's down if they have an Enigma, right? It's just that right now, or usually I'm very adamant against just trying to like take stuff from people without actually giving a fair compromise or some kind of like collateral for it, right? So that's why. Unless it's the end of the season. If it's the end of the season, it's not really a big deal to me. But yeah, like usually at the start of the season, I like to work for my own items or pay for it, usually. Alright guys, last 2 songs. Let us play this. So this is going to be the... Oh, no. Here we go. Get ready. Dun dun dun. Da da da. Da da da. Yep. Here we go. Penultimate run, guys. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Da da da. Do DMCA. Yeah. On the street. Last run, unequip your merc and just have ravens kill everything. Oh, speaking of which, I actually should have ravens for these last 2 runs. I just forgot. Anyway, which is why I dropped off that pull for your rib cracker. Yeah, no, I understood. Like, I'm in the same boat, dude. Like, I'm also, I like to actually pay for the items I get. Like, even, torches, right? Like, I think some people offered to give me, like, a premium price on some of my torches, and I was just kind of like, nah, I don't want this, and I actually ended up undercharging for my torches. I think I talked about this a while ago with, LeBron, too. And I was saying to LeBron, I'm like, this is one of the reasons I don't sell torches, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of going off topic, but yeah, like, did that, but I don't really care much anymore. In our waste, let me just distribute whatever we find to whoever needs it. Yep, it makes sense. I mean, yeah, like, there's just not enough people to like try and trade with, and you know, usually, you know, if you farm like Questbug Duriel or some Questbug Meth or some shit, then you're bound to find more items than you could possibly ever sell anyway. Somebody's bound to. So, it's like, whatever. Small pop in HC, not much trades. Oh yeah. Alright, we finished this run and the last one, and then yeah, we're at 8 o'clock. So I do have a booty call, well, a little after 8, but I think I can take a little bit of time to kind of go over the drops, say my conclusions, and then bid you guys adieu in time for the reset, which will be taking place in just under 24 hours. So yeah, we're killing it, guys. Yeah, lots of cool items. Yeah, Griff is free. Well, what the hell? That's messed up. Remember somebody fought, like, I think sacked their Bobarb to get a Griff somewhere. I don't remember. I remember hearing a story like that. Like a Griff dropped and they were like rushing to try and pick it up. And they were scrambling to pick it up, and then their Bobarb or whatever character died, but they were able to pick up the Griffs, and it turned out to be like a 2015 or something. Sacrifice the Bobarb for perf Griffs. Seems like a pretty fair trade. I don't remember the full story, but I remember something like that. Alright, there we go. Burr, though. What about Burr? Is that something that's not free? I wouldn't mind trying HCSSF sometime. I mean, I know this season Fatty is going to be playing hardcore and trying to 99 in hardcore, so that's kind of exciting to see. See, that's somebody trying something different. As always, Fatty has always been like that. So it's kind of nice. Alright, guys. I'm going to mute myself. I think I've answered everybody here if I use Griff. Oh, by the way, Slash was saying, if I find a Griff and I'm not playing Sword Jav, I would rather much like it being used. Yeah, no, I can totally understand that. That's why some of the items I found even, like a couple seasons ago, I think I found like +4, +5 Trap Claws. I just straight up gave them to, what's his name? I straight up gave them to Wishia, because Wishia's a chill dude, but also like, yeah, I just didn't have a use for +5 claws. Or are we the secreting into the last run? I don't know what you mean the secret. I'm hoping for a burr, but it's probably just not going to happen. Oh, wait. Final countdown auto-played by itself. That was not my intention. Alright. I'm going to mute myself. It's final countdown. Final run. Run 1000 at long last. Somehow, after 4 months with this good old Fireclaws Druid that never dies, we're here. The final countdown, guys. Run 1000. Let's begin. Muting myself now. 1,000 at last. Whoa! Last one of the ladder, guys. Last run of summer 2020. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can't call it summer anymore, but how am I feeling? I'm feeling really good. Like, it just hit me all at once. I freaking did it, guys. Yo, dude, I'm so fucking hyped, man. I could not have done this with you guys without your guys' support, man. I really appreciate it. Really, I do. The drops themselves were nothing to write home about, but gosh damn, like it's been a good it has been a very good 1,000 runs. I've had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, how are you guys doing over there? Hope you guys were okay with me muting myself for a bit. And yeah, normally I would kind of have a little bit of a cooldown, you know, go maybe like take a deuce or something before I come back and go over the results of 1,000 runs. But I really do have to cut to the chase just after reply to what you guys are saying. Once again, I'll give you guys all a shout out at the end of the stream. But yeah, here we go. So Marahum was saying, or Mara was saying, Godspeed, Spider-Man. Slash I was saying, last one of ladder. Our Nolan was saying, let's go. And then Hom3 Watcher saying, run 1,000, let's do this. Also, Marahum was saying, if the letters B, E, and R are in any of the items, I'll consider it a win. Well, alas, no such luck there. No extra hiring, no orange boxes. So I can't really write off that I actually got a burr right before the season was about to end. So it was real touch and go there for a bit. What do you mean? I'm not sure what touch and go means, but here, one sec. Yeah, true. It was close. It was very close. Alrighty, GG, Mr. DTGT. Yeah, same. I want to stay up late tomorrow. Okay, so gonna go to bed on the early side tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna be up for a while tomorrow. I don't know how. Well, yeah, it's gonna be 5 a.m. your time probably. I'm guessing, but yeah, it's gonna be a good stream. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. Hope you stick around for the ride. Hom3 Watcher. You have yourself a good night. Thanks again for tuning in. I will see you again tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hello, good old Blake. Hello. Sup? See you tomorrow, and congrats on hitting 1K. Yeah, thanks, Hom3 Watcher. Appreciate it. Yeah, hello, LeBron. Yeah, I was joking. Oh, you meant the idea, the notion that I'm gonna actually get a burr. LeBron, nice of you to join us. Funny timing. You caught us just as we finished our 1,000th run. Yeah, it's okay. You caught me at the tail end. This is the only part that matters because now I'm going to go over the results of my 1,000 runs. Okay, and I'm just gonna skim through it. I'm not gonna. It would take way too long to go over everything, but I'm gonna just show you guys kind of how things have kind of worked out. All right, so congrats, yeah, thank you, LeBron. So again, I didn't start counting up until here. Okay, so this is where my runs, or like the finds that I was keeping track of, really began. I started very early on the season. I did 500 fairly early. I divvied it up into per streams. So you'll see that my first sets of like everything that I just highlighted, those were for my first 500 runs. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams that I did of the season. And then it was only after that where I started really doing like shorter streams. I did a lot of streams, just not too many. I'm glad that I paced myself really well though. One stream every week. Well, I mean, obviously I skipped a few here and there, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13 or 14 streams. Well, after I had run 500 to try and do the remaining 500 runs, I divvied up quite nicely. I completed my goal, and now let's go over some of the noteworthy finds. Yes, thanks again, LeBron, and yes, indeed, Marahome. Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. What I'm going to talk about, I mean, I can't see all of the runes, but let's just talk about the best rune finds. Well, the biggest, like the only high runes I found. The only 2 high runes I found were Vex and where the hell is Cham? Oh, the Cham is somewhere. Oh yeah, it's here. Yeah, so Vex and Cham were my only 2 finds, or were my only 2 high runes in all 1,000 runs. My best, I didn't find any orange boxes, so I don't really have much to say there. If we looked at all the all-caps items, those are the items that may have been worth Vex or greater. So Tal Armor, obviously, that one's pretty good. Uh, let's see. So what else we have here? 160 gold find, 15 MF, 11 vendor guides. That was actually a really, really cool find. That I don't actually know where that ended up going. Was that on my character that I was using it on? No. I guess I only used this 36 because it actually measured up to exactly 200 MF, which is what I wanted. Vex and Sham, I know, but again, I was here for the sake of science, not for trying to get rich or anything like that. That would have easily been a job for Chaos if that were my goal, which is what I'm going to be doing next season. So again, we were up to Tal Armor, this Geeds, Cold Skiller with 12 FHR. That was a pretty cool find. 15 IAS, 26 Fire Res Jewel. The green 5/5 Poison Die Facet. And to be honest, I think that those were really my top finds. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to try to order them. Here, let me take a look at how I ordered my Pendle Skin runs. Pendle Skin. All right. How did I divvy it up? Top 5 drops. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try to order it. See just off of like how interesting they are. Would I even do top 10 drops? Probably not. I don't even think I have 10 noteworthy drops or 10 big drops. Like, yeah, I found Cham and Vex, but I'll put those separately. But yeah, I don't even think I had 5 items that I would say were really like, or more than 5 items that were really, really worthwhile. But hey, you know what? I can now say for certain, or well, with some experience under my belt here, that yeah, probably, indeed, you shouldn't be running Moz if your goal is to get rich. It's good as like an early game, like, oh, you know, I can't really kill anything with my fire type build or my cold. Well, I don't know, maybe you have some weird janky melee build. Then yeah, come to Moz. You can get a decent bit of XP here. I leveled up to 91 with my Fire Druid off pretty much Moz by itself. And also I found some pretty decent finds here and there, but obviously it's just not going to be as profitable as even something like AT or Pits, because there aren't enough monsters to go around. Yeah, I didn't have 300 MF or 400 MF, but I think this just the reality here is like for 1,000 runs this was pretty lackluster. Okay. So yeah, there you guys go. That's my analysis of it. I haven't counted out the number of red boxes I found. I'll do that. I'll divvy up, or I'll split up like the finds into different categories before I make the final post. I'm gonna do that later tonight after I answer my booty call, which I am just about to tend to. Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully later tonight when I'm done, I can make my post, and that's probably the second last thing I'm gonna do tonight. Probably following that up, I'm going to be practicing a bit of 4-boxing in time for tomorrow's reset. Not gonna go too hard. I want to get some rest, and yeah, that's my plan. So hope you guys. When RNG isn't on your side, of course, you have nothing to prove here. Well, no, 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 no. I mean, okay, so I could pin this on RNG, yeah. Like, RNG is always going to be a factor, yes. But, as far as 1,000 runs are concerned, just the number of notable finds just aren't there, right? Compared to my AT runs, my pit runs, and pretty much any other area that actually had more monsters. Even oh yeah, caskets and coffins in chests. You'll notice that some of my finds I marked down were actually specifically from chests or coffins or graves, and honestly, yeah, I got some pretty cool finds, especially in the first half from poppables, but I think in the long haul, I just didn't find enough where I could say, oh yeah, the coffins were super worthwhile. Like they made Mausoleum worthwhile. Like if you're going to Mausoleum, I 100% recommend that. Yeah, you hit the poppables when you can. Right? Like look at that. Right? Like a lot of these items were from poppables, but I think the reality is like if your main goal is like get rich or like get XP or whatever, and you have a build that can adequately farm beyond day 1 or day 2 of ladder, then yeah, you don't want to rotate out of Moz right away. even fire-type builds, there's probably better places with more mob density, like tombs, that you'd want to farm over Moz. So that's what I'm going to say about Mausoleum, guys. This is a wrap for this season with the Fireclaws Druid, D2D2-Bear, worst name ever, but hey, the Fireclaws Druid never dies, man. It was a really fun build. I really enjoyed it, more so than the Martial Arts Assassin, because it was nice and chill, even if it wasn't nearly as versatile. So overall, guys, I hope you enjoyed my streams this season. Hope you enjoyed the runs. I'm guessing most of you guys don't really care much for the results, but I care about them. I'm going to present them to Slash and watch as everyone asks why I decided to do 1,000 mods. I don't know what the results are going to be. This is always my favorite part of doing these 1,000 runs, seeing now what other people have to say about my 1,000 runs. So stay tuned for that. Please tell me you're translating this to a spreadsheet. Well, not a spreadsheet, but I'll split it up. I'll organize it into my set finds, unique finds, rare finds, and so on. I usually do that, so don't worry. And then tomorrow I can even link you to it, the post, and you can take a look at that for yourself. Shaman Vex are worth mentioning, rare enough. Yeah, but it's sad kind of unfair karma. Again, it's not entirely karma. It's again like I chose a bad place to farm, and I simply just didn't use a particularly strong build for it. By the way, my runs were 4 minutes each. On average, as you saw here. So you could say like, okay, I spent like, here, let me actually just run the calculation quickly. And this is the last thing I'm going to say probably. 1,000 runs times 4 minutes divided by 60. So I spent about 66 hours, but roughly 70 hours on this, more than 70 hours, I would even say, because again, like 4 minutes average is a generous estimate, but more than 70 hours on this project. But the reality is I was using like an honestly suboptimal build with a suboptimal setup, suboptimal gear. Like I didn't have a Sork, I didn't have Teleport, I didn't have Enigma, I didn't have any mobility, I didn't have Infin or anything like that. So it's kind of like, well, even with Infinity, it wouldn't have helped me. It's the mobility that I really needed, and I just didn't have that. Whereas if I were playing a Fire Sork, I probably could have done Moz runs in something like closer to like a minute and a half, right? So I could have very drastically cut down this amount of time. If I want to compare apples to apples, then yeah, we could say that maybe like a Fire Sork could have done 1,000 runs in like maybe like what 15 to 20 hours, but yeah, still you'd rather want to spend those 15 to 20 hours farming something a little bit more lucrative like Chaos or Cows, of course. But you guys get the idea. That is the end. Yeah, my dude, get out of here with that booty call, because I had to go over these results. This is my one chance to do it. So I had to, okay, but really I gotta go. I do have to answer that booty call. Yeah, it's time. DLDR, don't farm Moz and get booty. Yes, thank you, Slash. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I hope to see you all tomorrow. We have a lot of exciting things planned. 4 boxing coming up. Sork season, gonna be freaking lit. Got a lot of things planned for you guys. I gotta really work out what I want to do tomorrow, my long-term plan for next season, and the Mall gonna be pretty legit. Hope you guys are going to have a lot of fun with that. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a long weekend for me to be. Well, it's gonna be not a long weekend, but it's gonna be a nice, lengthy weekend for me to do lots and lots of Slashdiablo ladder reset content. So that's going to be awesome. Bad luck, Moz still alright. Wow, yeah, okay. See you then, Versidon. I'm excited to see season start. Hell yeah, dude. This is going to be freaking awesome. So stay tuned. Bear Druid was pretty fun to watch. Him stuff was pretty great. Yes, I think at the end of the day, the highlight here... I'm done showing this, by the way. The highlight here again this season was just that, yeah, like, this is just not something you can do with... Whoop. There you go. This is just not something you do with most builds. This was a lot of fun to showcase and a lot of fun to play. Alright guys, that is where I'm going to be signing off. Once again, I appreciate you all hanging out. Hope you all had fun as always. I can't wait for tomorrow. Hope to see you guys then. Take it easy. Have a good night. Get some rest. Tomorrow is going to be hyped, so stay tuned for that. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks everyone for watching. This is D2D2 signing out.